Testing.
We're good now.
Oh, perfect. Welcome back, everybody, to episode 2 of Wired and Inspired. Today we have 2 new guests and 1 returning guest over there on the corner. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody to the podcast. We'll start over here. Go ahead and do your name, age, if you graduated, what do you do for a living, and go ahead.
But I mean, we can do ladies first, right? Because
yeah.
you pointed to
No,
Mac.
I pointed over here.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah.
right, go ahead.
I mean,
go ahead.
ladies first.
Go ahead.
You're the host.
Hi, my name's Brooke. I'm just turned 20. I'm currently a year into nursing school. I'm in my last semester now, and I have been serving tables and doing the service industry since I was 11 years old. So I have a good mix of everything, but nursing is the goal.
Go ahead.
As some of you may know, I'm Mac Lineback.
Welcome back.
Oh, happy to be here.
Yeah. Welcome back.
I'm 24 years old. Had to think about that. It's been a long time on this earth. Sorry, guys.
Oh, man.
And I went to FGCU, went to Miami for 2 different degrees, and now I'm at Kaiser to further my degree all the way to a PhD.
Let's go.
So that way I can get a PhD in psychology. And I work overnight security. Living the dream.
Man, you get to shoot people off the property or what?
Honestly, I might run from them.
Oh!
They're not worth my money.
Oh, you're right. Could you imagine a doctorate just like beating your ass in the parking
Yo,
lot?
who beat you up? My therapist. That'd be crazy, but I would do it.
Your
Hey,
therapist is kicking your ass. You
honestly
didn't pay
think
me
that'd
for
be
the
good
therapy
treatment.
session.
Ooh, actually, yeah, you pay me or get beat up. Winner takes the money.
You give them trauma if they don't pay.
Now you need to come see me.
Right?
I believe it.
All right. I'm Leah. I'm 26. I moved here from Pittsburgh about a year and a half ago, 2 years. I have undergraduate degree in biology. I am a physical therapy assistant and hoping to be a doctor of physical therapy sometime soon.
Yeah, there you go. What year are you in?
I will be a first year graduate student.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Okie dokie.
Perfect.
Let's see. All right. So just like the last podcast, everyone, we're gonna kind of. Oh, John is back. Love it.
What's up?
Just for everyone watching, John has been an OG watcher since the very first podcast, even before this new one that we refreshed here in April of this year. He has been watching every single video. So shout out to John.
What a real one.
What a real OG.
Where does
So
his loyalty lie?
yeah, so loyal. We need 2 of them for real. So just like the last podcast, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some hot takes so that you guys, the viewers, can kind of get a good idea of what kind of personality our guests are going through. So, first hot take. Everyone ready?
Oh, born ready.
All right, let's crack him open. Going out on a Saturday night is better than staying in. Let's discuss.
Have we ever not been out on a Saturday night?
I can't remember a Saturday night that I've stayed in.
Literally. So that answers
Yeah,
that right then and there.
Go-
So
Going out.
going out on a Saturday
Yeah,
night,
always.
always better than staying in.
Always.
Oh yeah.
Depends on my mood. I sometimes like to go out. Sometimes I like to stay in.
It depends who you go out with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I don't think the
that's-
location
that
matters.
too.
I think who you're with matters
Well,
more.
if you go out every Saturday night, do you think and you do something different, do you still sometimes feel like you want to stay in, or is it like no, every single day you still want to go out?
I think what makes fun going out is going out with the same people. So if you have a consistent group, you're like, oh, this week we're going to a bar, but this week we're going to stay and watch movies.
Or this
Okay.
we're going to a bonfire.
Yeah.
Or we're going to do this. We're
Exactly.
Going, yeah.
Okay.
New
I think as long
activity.
as you're with the right people, any activity.
Well, that way you know
Okay.
where the night's gonna go too.
Okay. You know it's not
people.
going to end in a shit show. And
Yeah.
You know the mashing of personality types.
all right, so the next hot take. Well, this is the same card from last time, but we'll try it for this group. So I'd rather be really short than extremely tall.
No, I'd rather be tall.
I'm a 6 foot tall female. I don't know how to be short.
I'm 5'1".
I was born to climb trees.
Tall.
I like tall.
I think honestly,
Tall.
the previous episode we had this question as well. Everyone said tall.
Not me. I'm 5'1".
I wonder why.
I like being short.
I think Lexi also said she wanted to be short.
I like
don't quote
You're
me on
not
that.
short.
No,
You're
not
vertically
her.
Challenged.
The
You need short friends because then like you guys can get the stuff that's down
Yeah, we
here.
get the stuff
Yeah,
down
you can tie my
low.
shoe.
Like, and I'll hang your lights. And
I'll
stuff,
put your
like-
bow on your hair. You tie my shoe.
Yeah,
Works
yeah,
out.
Real shit. Unacceptable. All right. Next one. Kanye West is overrated. Yes or no?
Yes.
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 Why?
Anti-Semitic doesn't make you popular at all.
What? But his music, he made graduation.
So here's the thing, though. Let's say I made Billboard hits one after another, but I'm Hitler. Does it make it okay? What if Hitler wrote music? If Hitler wrote music and you could box your head to it.
Kanye hasn't like killed anyone. Though,
But he
you know?
says that it'd be okay. The ideology is the problem, not the action. The ideology is
A
where it
little
starts.
extreme.
It is a little extreme, but it's okay.
I'm not. I mean, we have a topic on him later. We'll discuss more into
I
it.
will
But
say
for
the
just for the
graduation.
hot takes, I'm just saying. And I'm not gonna lie, Donda. I really like Donda.
Couldn't even
No.
sing a song.
Was it not?
Kanye's new workout plan is the best one.
It was which one?
Kanye's workout plan. It's a song, but it's called Kanye's workout plan.
Yeah.
Great song.
Never heard of it.
I gotta listen.
I never
Really good
heard
one.
of it.
Or Black Skinhead. Great
Oh,
song.
no.
Great song too.
Not a great name. Great.
Yeah, I
song.
was about to say. I was like,
You know, actually, that explains a lot.
yeah, I was about to say. You sure that doesn't sound that great?
Is he still the richest rapper?
No.
Could you pull
No,
this
he lost.
on your side? Pull that further away. Just a tear, just a hair. Perfect. Thank you so much.
we do it live.
We do it live. Adjustments on the set. All right. So expiration dates on food are more of a suggestion than a rule.
That's how it is on
Okay.
medication.
Now, like I would say
Wait,
on
what?
Yeah.
on certain foods, I would argue with that. I think, for example, on an expiration date on a food that really does exist, I bought pico de gallo the other day. Now I usually make it fresh, but I was a little lazy and I bought just already pre-made. That shit lasted 3 days, and the expiration was like 6 days. I was like, what the? And it was like moldy and gross already. And I refrigerated it, everything, and it's still. it kind of.
That could have been. Can they hear that?
Yes,
Oh,
they
okay,
can
I was
hear-
gonna
yeah,
say,
they can
if
hear
they
that.
see our reaction without knowing that someone just sharted in my ear, I'm gonna be really confused.
I think 3 days on any food. If not,
Any
like,
food uncontained,
Yeah.
you got a day max.
Yeah, no.
I will not eat food that's been left out on the
Especially
counter.
like-
No,
No.
yeah, no.
No.
My
Left out
my
on the
grandma leaves butter, like a solid piece of butter, out like exposed,
My grandma.
and I'm like,
Like
what?
under a-
Sometimes, but sometimes we'll leave it just out there exposed, and I'm like, for like 3 days, I'm like,
she likes her
no,
butter softened, obviously.
You know what? My
no.
dad does that though too. Whenever
Mine
he
does.
makes corn.
What about the flies and the
Ooh.
insects and shit? Like what?
So
Well, how
gross.
dirty is your house?
Yeah, how dirty is your
No,
butter?
no. I mean, if you leave the windows open because of the nice breeze right now,
Okay, yeah.
Okay, well,
I can't tell you how many mosquitoes I see in the shower. As soon as I turn that shit on,
If I
I'm
see
like, ah.
another mosquito the size of a human testicle,
Yes!
I'm losing it. These mosquitoes are on roids. Tren something. I don't know what they're doing, but it's ridiculous. Why?
Jacob, is this the right Jacob we're thinking of right now? Is this the Jacob that went to the Navy? I think.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, it's maybe.
Is it our Jacob?
No, ours is with a K.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
So Jacob Forkerts, if I'm wait,
Fork it.
Folkert? Yeah.
Volkerts.
Volkerts? There once
Volkerts,
was
I
a
really know
ship
her.
that put that. God damn it!
There once was a ship
that put to sea.
Spelled sea
Name
wrong.
of the ship was I don't know. I'm drunk.
What?
Hell
Okay.
I think he's drunk.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's drunk. That's what I think. All
Where
right.
is he?
I don't
Jacob,
know. I don't
apparently.
know. I think he's the guy that went to the Navy. I'm not sure, but
Me and you both posted on our
seaman.
stories too.
That's
all
probably
right.
why.
So
Oh, valid.
I don't know who's
morning
on.
shower. I think we had this one too. So morning showers are better than night showers.
I only do.
I do both.
Yeah, I was about to say I do both,
But,
but
that's
which
because I'm
one?
a sweaty human.
Me
I
too, but
sweat
which
in my
one?
sleep.
I would say the nighttime ones because when I go, I can't go to sleep dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Because then your
Absolutely.
sheets will literally start to
Disgusting. Your
darken
bed's
right
It's disgusting.
right where you because I have a white
Ooh. Satin.
yeah.
Satin set. Okay.
yeah because the acne and shit doesn't soak in
Silk.
and so or
Really
is
good
it
for that.
silk
Silk's
okay
really
and
good for
I
that.
think it's silk that I have
Yeah,
then
probably is.
if I don't take probably three days in a row like not at night showers just morning showers an outline of where I
Yeah.
am will show and I'm like but then I wash it and it goes away. So I'm like, I have to take. It grosses me the fuck out. Like
Fun
I
fact,
can't go to sleep.
Your
I'm
body
like, this is gross.
excretes more oils while you're asleep.
Yes,
That's
they
why.
do. That's why they tell you not to wash your face whenever you take a morning shower because your essential oils for your face are on your face. They say to scrub your face at night whenever you're done.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer of a 2 at least day shower. If you
Yeah.
work out, push it to 3.
Yeah,
Because I promise you,
maybe even
if
like
you
a
don't
light rinse.
know you stink. You worked out, you stink.
Yeah, you do.
There's no way to avoid
There's
it.
no way you can be like, yeah, I don't sweat while working out. Okay,
If
one,
you don't
didn't.
sweat while you're working out, you didn't work out.
Yeah, you didn't work out,
something
or
wrong.
you do stink and you just don't know it.
And I understand everyone stinks. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer because I sweat like a prostitute in Alabama in the summer. I cannot do it.
That is so descriptive.
I mean, hey, if
like
you know
meet
what
a,
that's
you meet a
like,
prostitute in Alabama during the summer, you'll see why.
yeah,
They sweat like hogs in heat.
they do. Gabe, what are your thoughts on it? You haven't spoken on the last two.
No, I do. I like both. I like cold showers though.
Yeah,
Really?
but which one do you got to prefer over?
Probably morning. I like
Morning?
morning.
Morning?
Yeah,
Okay.
it wakes me up.
Wakes you up? Like, well, because you take the cold showers, right?
Yeah, cold.
Okay, perfect. Ooh, this one is a very, very relatable topic to the season.
Awesome.
Christmas is overrated, yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Don't.
Absolutely.
It gets a bad rep when you live alone and you have a very singular lifestyle because Christmas is a traditional like group family holiday.
So I heard Valentine's Day is a lonely. Is that what you said? Or you said Christmas?
No, because like Christmas, like
Oh, you
when you
said
come from a
Christmas.
household where you don't
Yeah.
spend Christmas
Like-
with family, then that I get.
Like
But
my family, we don't celebrate.
Really?
we don't
Not my
either.
family.
We don't
I have
either.
not been to a family Christmas since I was like 9.
Wow.
Same, let's
Because
go.
my family, we all moved out, we spaced out, none of us are near each other. Like, fuck paying that much money to come see each other one time
That's
a
what
year.
happens when you have lots of family
Yeah.
drama.
So, like, I spend holidays with like friends usually.
So like, do you do like a Friendsgiving Christmas then?
So I do,
okay,
I
okay,
have,
because
Friendsgiving
like
or Friendsmas.
yeah, or Friendsmas, yeah,
Or
like because I was about to
We're
say
doing that next week.
because I saw during Valentine's Day they do Galentine's, is that what it's
Yes.
called?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did
they
that.
do
I
that,
did
and I was
that.
like, it could be the same thing for Christmas if you don't really have family. You just, I mean, your friends are your family at that point. If you don't have family, then you just spend it with them. Then.
Exactly.
You
I
just
think
give each other.
The holidays, one of the best holidays if you have the right people to spend it with. But when
Yes.
you don't have people to spend it with, it becomes a
Depressive, lonely
animosity
state.
type vibe because you just realize everyone else has people to be around,
Right.
and you feel left out and kind of secluded, even if it's not on purpose.
Correct. And I think that's why Gabe bought the Dwayne the Rock Johnson because he was a little lonely during last year's Christmas.
No, let's be real.
Wait,
you like
wait,
to wake
wait,
up and
wait.
look at that.
His cock isn't in there.
Oh, let me
Can
grab
someone
his
put his cock in there?
It fell. It fell.
It fell off.
Stop the cap.
What do you mean?
He has a dick.
This.
Oh.
Yes. You gotta. You gotta.
He
you
Rock
see-
Johnson.
You see where the marks are? Can you insert it for him?
yeah,
See where the,
here,
no
let
on the tube.
Oh yeah. Here,
You see him? Yeah. Just insert that.
See it? Here, let me help you.
Yeah.
Oh no, we don't want a downer. We want an upper.
I don't know if it'll go upper.
No. We want to. It needs to hit the right spots.
I can't see. That's it.
There we go.
I
Perfect.
gotta make sure it doesn't hit me.
Oh
No,
and
you
not
gotta.
the
You gotta
zero.
like shove it in there. Shove it in there hard.
I'd like to be gentle with it.
No,
I don't
no,
like
no,
to hurt 'em.
No. It's pre-lubed.
You gotta shove it in.
You can't just be rough all the time.
No. Like hold the
It's
poster
the
and
rock.
shove that shit.
Foreplay a thing.
I know how to.
Here.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There you go.
The whole thing moving.
Playing with
Perfect.
this Rock
I wish I could
Johnson.
lift it up.
Move it back a little bit. Brooke is not gonna be able to get out.
It's gonna start broken Brooke at the side.
There you go. There you go. Wait. There you go. Oh my
He'll
god.
lift his weenie up.
Wait. Just push it back a little bit more. Hold on. Right there. Perfect. All right.
That thing's been there for almost.
I know it's been there for almost a
Now I'm
year.
kind of scared of it.
Don't look it in the eye. Don't look at it right in the eye.
Because he's too tall.
Oh,
Okay.
It was the first
Now,
part.
I have a lot to say on this next one.
Oh, row.
Tattoos are trashy, yes or no?
No.
It
Certain
depends on
aspects.
how it's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends on your tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it
Brooke.
depends on the quality. Of the
Yeah,
tattoo.
I mean,
Yeah.
all my tattoos will only be like a religion-based thing.
Okay.
So that's the only way I would ever put a tattoo on my body.
Okay, and then Gabe.
Depends how they're done, and I also think too it depends on what you get done because there's some tattoos that like don't belong like on people. Like I don't know.
Like give
I
an
mean,
give an example of that.
Probably like teardrops, like gang related.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like that.
Swastika.
Yeah, swastika.
The amount of people- no,
Swastika.
it's
Yeah.
way more common than you think.
Yeah.
I've met like 3 people with that tattoo, and it's horrific.
I think they're okay. It just depends on your job and like what you got to go into.
I
too.
think more people need to realize that like I understand expression of self. I understand
Yes.
expression of individualism. Like your tattoos are meant to make you feel how you want to feel. No one gets tattoos for other people. I hate to break it to you guys. No one cares how much you think about our tattoos. We do it for us.
Right.
But that doesn't mean every tattoo is a good one.
No, it's not.
There's
like
more shitty
the-
ones than good ones.
I have seen people with tattoos of like the movies they like, or like, and I'm like, that's the dumbest shit. Like, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
like horror tattoos
Like,
and stuff. Yeah.
I don't need to see another anime tattoo on your fucking shoulder.
What if I
Like,
get your face tattooed on my ass?
wait, what?
What if I get your face on my butt?
I hope I
no,
get the
this is-
royalties to it every time someone takes a snapshot.
I'll think about it.
Just, hey, listen, all I request is 10 cents per snapshot. You get to keep the
10
other
cents,
90.
you got low prices. I need to bump up the margins.
No, listen. How many pictures are they going to take of your ass cheeks?
You know how many photos are on my Instagram of my butt?
There's a
Yeah, I
lot.
know.
There's a lot.
Every photo.
There's a lot.
I know.
You need to charge at least $1 a photo.
That's
That's
expensive.
that's advertising space.
Sure.
What if Dunkin' Donuts wanted to be on my butt?
They
Think I'm
would.
telling them 10 cents a photo?
Dodge will actually pay you $25,000 if you get their tattooed on your thigh.
I will get
Seriously.
Dodge tattooed on my penis.
Whoa!
Try dodging that.
Try dodging that. Oh no! This is the Jacob that goes to the ranch.
No way.
Yeah. That's the
I
Jacob.
thought his name was with a K.
I thought it was
Oh.
with a K.
I didn't-
No.
Do we not know our friends' names?
No. Huang also says love you, Poppy
No,
Mac.
Is this a
I
different?
love you too.
What about John Forbes?
Sorry.
Now,
Wow.
but my two cents on the tattoos is just if it's something that isn't. Let me give you an example. If you went to the Olympics and you got the Olympic symbol tattooed on your arm, perfect. That's fine. If you never went to the Olympics and you got that shit tattooed on you, what the fuck are you doing?
You're just a big watcher. You're like,
So seriously, it's dumb. Like
And-
I don't. Now stuff like yours. Now it's gorgeously done. It's pure
the right
art.
way to do
Yours are
it.
It's
badass,
not. Yeah, those are cool. I personally wouldn't have them on my body, but they're fantastic.
for the viewers, all of this was done this year, but it took me like 4 years to think about it and
Yeah.
get the correct idea, placement, everything. Like, don't rush into tattoos. That is
Yeah,
the
this-
biggest mistake people make.
Yeah, getting drunk on a random Tuesday and saying I want a tree tattooed on my fucking shoulder. It's gonna look stupid.
That's a good decision.
Like, I can lay one on you for a much
That's
cheaper
hard.
price.
Yeah,
Come
like-
on, guys.
oh,
I heard tattoo shops are starting to not. If you come in not knowing, they're just like, nah, I'm not doing it today.
Yeah.
Like they will not do something that isn't planned out.
So my tattoo artist actually won't do a tattoo unless you text him twice that you
Yes.
still want that tattoo.
Yeah.
He thinks a lot of people make split decisions and regret it. And he's like, I'm not going to fix the work I do a year later.
Yeah. Dude, I've been thinking about my tattoo for over a year. And it's fucking the size of like maybe this card. And it's gonna be right on the side of my arm.
I mean-
and it's this and it's the
Yeah.
it's the AFA symbol for Argentina. It's
Really?
it's
Okay.
their soccer team logo. So that when people like, because I look white, obviously.
Yeah, most people wouldn't
So-
know you're-
right. So when someone like, and so I want it like right here so people can see it and be like, oh, okay.
wow.
Like, and if you're Argentinian, you see that symbol,
know.
like they know, like it's undeniably the symbol. And so like when they see it, they're like, oh, and so
But it also will start a conversation piece for you. So
Exactly.
that you don't have to like awkwardly initiate the, oh, by the way, just so you know, I'm not just a fucking normal white guy.
right.
I actually have some
I'm
culture in
cultured.
me. Yeah. Like,
Exactly.
I
Go to
think-
Graziano to get the empanadas.
But that's also
Oh,
like a
delicious.
very good choice to put as a tattoo to explain a culture.
Right,
Like
and-
a lot
and
of
it's
people
not-
will get a generic tattoo of like just a culture's flag.
Right.
Or just this. And like, I love France. I could get a France tattoo on my butt cheek. Doesn't mean I'm French.
Yeah, right. Like, and it kind of goes back to the Olympic thing. Like, if I'm not in the Olympics, I'm
Why
not
you
getting the
have it?
tattoo on me.
Right.
Like,
Why not?
I just,
You
I'm
should.
not happening.
you look like you're part of the
So,
Olympics.
all right, for questions. What if you get the tattoo and then become in the Olympics later?
Oh, planned
Did
ahead.
you predestined your
Yes.
whole life? Thank you.
It's
Predetermined.
it's rolling the dice on it. But if you ended up having the tattoo and then you truly made it, fine. But if you don't, it's kind of like,
Stop getting tattoos of celebrities, please.
oh my god.
I just want you all to know you're dumb.
John said get a ruler tattoo.
I don't need a ruler. I can use your hand to measure.
Whoa. All right, moving on. Ice water tastes better than room temperature water.
No, room temperature water is actually better for your body.
It is better for your digestive system.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it depends on the situation. Like if I'm outside, I want ice water. If I'm inside, room temperature.
The cup,
Into the microphone.
the cup makes a difference. I hate
Dude.
those plastic
These
cups.
are
slows
all
your
from the previous
metabolism.
show.
when it's cold, I'm pretty sure. I think it slows down
Those
your
two are from the
metabolism or something
previous
weird.
Is that why when I lived somewhere cold I was fat, or is it just my life?
Just put the.
I don't know about that.
in the
I think
car.
it's something has to do with your metabolism.
I think it might have been the tits that made me fat.
Oh,
Those were double D's on
Yeah.
me.
The what?
Oh, I remember when? You didn't know me when I was fat.
No. I have the videos and pictures.
Yeah, I had tickle bitties.
That one where never mind.
I'm too excited.
never
Wrong game.
mind. I was gonna say the video where I was like, wait, hold on. After hours. No. All right, so this one truly is a very hot take.
Ooh.
Men have it easier than women. Yes or no?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Explain.
100%.
Explain.
Take the floor.
Go
You're
watch
first.
Barbie.
All right, relax.
Into the microphone.
So, this is one of my favorite topics.
Oh,
As
here
a
we
male
go.
who was raised by women.
Me too. Let's see.
Let me see if I can. I will say this very clearly. Men suck. So, men, for the ones who don't know how to live a normal life, emotions are normal. Having feelings is normal. Stop acting like the world ends when you have to express yourself. Girls have mastered it, maybe a little too much, but they've still mastered it. You can work with it. I hate to say, like, girls have it harder because their emotions are more present. Men act like an idiot the second they feel an emotion.
well, like if you do the math, a woman bleeds on average 10 years of her entire life, and like things like that. Like a man doesn't go through.
If I
that.
bled through my dick, I'd kill myself.
Yeah, men
No
don't
way.
go through that. The hormones that a woman's body goes through and the process
The
of it.
change of the
that is
medicine.
physiology, like that's different. But at the end of the day, you work hard for what you want. So
Right.
I don't think anyone has it harder than anyone else. It's like you work for that. That's how it should be.
Even in the workplace, though, like I've been there for where I work for 5 years, and my boss will still like I'm not the lowest man on the totem pole anymore. I started out as an intern, but now I'm like actually helping, and he'll still like stop me while I'm with a patient. Hey, go get me coffee. He'd never ask any of my male counterparts that. No, never.
It's a present thing no matter where you are, and it's so dumb.
But I work in a female-dominated career.
Yeah,
like,
I was
that's
about-
the thing.
yeah.
I work with like literally like the ratio of
I work
female
in
and
like
male,
that.
but I don't know. I think you just got to work hard for it and not really
Okay.
compare people's situations.
Yeah.
You don't know. You really don't.
As much as there is always going to be a stigma, no matter who you are or where you are, the best proof of beating the stigma is being successful. So just because you're a girl or a guy, don't let it stop you. Like, nut up and shut up. Get the job done. Like,
All right.
As long
I
as
like
you
the
work
attitude
hard,
about
absolutely.
it. What about you?
No, I agree with
Same thing?
Yep, same thing. You work hard, like no matter like male or female, you can do it.
I agree with it.
I mean, I've seen it in my field too because it's more like male like dominated because it's like an IT field. And there's been like a lot of women, like even like IT directors or managers that are women, and they worked hard too from like the help desk position. And they worked themselves up all the way because in IT it's more like I would say like male dominant from what I've seen and like who I worked with.
Right.
So it is pretty impressive though. So you just have to have your mind to it and study
yeah.
hard, and you can do anything.
I think the most like obvious version of it I ever saw was in law school. Like,
Really?
I saw teachers ask females polar opposite questions.
Really?
Like, you would be talking about what you would do in a case where the parents are like losing the child and you have to defend the child as an adolescent.
Whoa.
And the teacher would say, "How do you think your emotions would impact you as a female?"
No way.
And then would ask the boys, "So, do you think you could win the case?"
Wow.
That's not how you
Right.
talk to people professionally.
Right. No, it's not.
That's wild.
That is.
But no one has it easier than someone else. That's all we're gonna
Oh
say.
yeah, everyone's got
Yeah,
to struggle.
Everyone has struggle.
I would
It
say
doesn't-
that there
no
is
has it
one
harder than
saying I
anyone.
go by where it's like, if you think you're going through a lot of shit, if everyone in the world threw their situation in a pile, you take yours back so quick.
It's the same as like
Well-
professions.
Well,
You're
it's
never
not
the
like
best in your class.
everyone
Yeah.
handles something differently. Like you might handle a breakup like so good, you might move on, and then someone might take 5 years to get over
Yeah.
it. It's just some people process their emotions so
And
much different.
processing fast isn't always good either.
no.
No,
Sometimes sitting
no.
back, sinking into the emotions, and actually understanding what you're feeling
Go for that
Much
walk.
better. Yeah, go for a walk. Play music.
Look at
Like,
nature a little bit.
Get into a hobby you like.
Take a
I
trip.
always touch grass.
Vacation.
Touch bare feet
Don't
all the
eat
time.
grass.
Vacation. Go to
Hair,
Dubai.
Yoga.
No.
Don't go to Thailand.
Don't go to Miami. Just
Don't
don't,
go to
Miami.
Miami.
Don't go to Miami.
Actually,
Holy shit.
If you want to meet one great person, go to Miami.
Yeah.
And then you go.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on.
Meet some
I was about to
solid
say,
people,
if
you
you
gotta
want
go
to
to
meet
Miami.
maybe one great person, go to
to
Miami.
Miami.
Take that random trip with your friends one time.
Someone
You're
invites
going
you on a trip, go. You don't have to talk to them later.
Some people.
Trips are meant to be fun. Doesn't matter what happens after.
This might throwing. So next one, throwing up is better than having a fever.
Absolutely.
No.
What? No. I'd rather
I'd rather have a fever.
have
You're
the
mental
fever.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What
wanna
the
throw
hell?
up.
I think because you're a nurse, you're used to puke.
I throw up doesn't bug me.
That's why.
Yeah.
and,
No.
like,
Well.
I
Well.
don't-
No. Throwing up doesn't bug me. It's more just
Gross.
I now have a bitter taste in my mouth for the rest of the day, no matter
it
like,
hurts.
and it's on your
Teeth.
tongue. And
Well-
no, it's on my tongue. Like I can't fucking get. It doesn't come out.
See,
or it's in your throat.
I don't
and you
throw
can't
up.
get it out.
I dry heave every time. So I don't get the throw up. I get the burning feeling.
Oh,
yeah.
So that's why
no,
throwing up is so
no.
bad because I have a really bad acid reflux to begin with. So when I have to throw up, my acid reflex shuts down. I don't get puke at all.
Oh,
it's
wow.
straight
So
heat. It's the heat from my acid
It is
reflux.
straight
It's
heat.
straight heat.
It's like
that-
it's like edging for you. You're like, oh,
That
not
shit
yet.
hurt. Dude, that shit hurts.
I hate
That's
as
funny.
a full grown like 24-year-old like 6-foot male. I tell you that it will bring you to your knees
Yeah, no, like
quicker than you will think,
I
and
have
you
so
won't
many
get up.
memories of
It
people
hurt.
throwing up
It
in
hurts
their
for like
so bad.
hours too.
Oh yeah, like I had a stomach bug once. I would have rather died than dry heaved that much in my life. Like my throat was so bad it had cuts in it. From dry
Yeah, you
heaving.
can start
That's
throwing up.
crazy.
that's crazy. I remember one of, I guess it's one of my like gifts or whatever. Every time I throw up, I always know way beforehand. Like
Really?
when like I remember waking up. This was I think the last time was in high school. I remember I opened my door to my room. I went straight to this was in high school again. I lived with my parents back then in years and years ago.
Oh yeah.
I walked into my mom's bedroom. I'm like, hey, I'm about to go throw up real quick. And she immediately got out on my way to the bathroom. I'm talking like it projectiled right into the toilet, and then I continued down, and not a single drop got on the floor. Like I knew it was coming, and I just
Wow.
way beforehand, and I was
I've
like,
got
boom.
about 15 seconds. From the
True.
second
15 seconds.
I'm not kidding.
It's like a grenade. It's like, all right, here we
That's
go.
why my biggest defeat is drinking too much in a club. Because when you're in a club environment, to get to a bathroom stall or a bathroom, you've got at least a 3-minute wait. You got to make your way through the crowd, and God forbid there's a line to that bathroom.
God forbid there's no.
I can tell you the amount of times I've puked outside the rail of Keys Bar because I
What?
cannot make it to the bathroom.
No, not
because
that
here's
Keys.
my theory. Would you rather I puke outside your bar or on the people in it?
Outside.
outside. Yeah,
You
I
can
guess
sweep
so.
puke off the ground. You can't sweep puke off Rebecca and her friends.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. I
Let
mean,
the rain
just
take
for
care of
everyone
it.
watching,
Oh.
the Keys Bar is a local college bar that's in the Fort Myers area.
What's that?
It's one of the most popular bars among the college kids. So,
Where is this?
if any event happens there, the whole school knows about
Wait,
it.
what is that? Is that like a
You've
a
been
dance
there
club?
many times.
Yeah, you've been there.
That's how you met your girl. Anyway, next topic. City life is better than country. 100%. I will die on my hill on city life is better than country life. I've lived in the country my whole life. City life is so much. I went for 1 week and it was the best.
What,
1 week
city
of
or
my
country?
life.
Yeah.
City.
We live in the city.
No, we
basically.
don't, bro.
Yeah, we do.
This is like
It's not
this
country.
is
You're
like
Depends what city you live in.
yeah, this is like
Yeah.
urban.
This is the
This is
suburbs.
like nothing is tall. There's no tall buildings
I haven't seen one
here.
skyscraper.
Yeah, there
sign
is.
of-
Fort
Everything
Myers,
is flat.
downtown.
Downtown. If you see a
There's
real
lot of tall
skyscraper,
buildings.
those are baby buildings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm talking, there's a building in Chicago called the Batman Building.
Yeah.
And it's called the Batman Building because it's so tall and the top of the buildings are pointed. Planes fly by and it looks like
them.
Batman.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Batman Building.
I went to New York City for a week and fell in love with it because of how efficient it was. I didn't have to drive 5 fucking miles to go to Publix.
Stop the cap.
I just went downstairs.
They don't have Publix in
I
New
know.
York.
I know.
why.
I know.
What are you talking about? They
I
don't
know,
have
but like,
Publix.
He had to drive a lot
Trader
farther than
Joe's.
5 miles
yeah,
to
I know.
Publix in New York.
Well, it was a
You like New
it was a
York.
Whole
Whole
Foods.
Foods.
And so what they're doing now in New York City, they're slowly doing this, but it's going to take like years and years and years to do
course.
this. But what they're doing is they're creating little subsections. So they'll take an entire block and build all the necessities on the bottom. So
Oh.
they'll build a food market, your barber,
your basic
your
rights of
nightclub.
living.
Yes. So
Okay.
and then on top of it will be the apartments. So you live on top of your grocery.
So it's in like most big cities where you have like, let's say like a food restaurant and you have an apartment
Correct,
building above
correct.
it, where sometimes they'll rent out like above an Italian restaurant, you get a
Correct.
2-bedroom.
Yes, but this is new and modern, and so
Wow.
they're giving you every reason not to leave this block. So, and the reason why they're doing it is because traffic is getting too insane.
You've got
because
an instilled soul
because
of where you can live.
right, they just in New York just put in. I saw this last week. They just put in a tax for every car in New York City now that they have to pay.
for parking and like
That's why.
No,
that's
have-
why they're
it's-
starting to do this
It's
because the traffic's
cameras.
getting too
Yeah,
bad.
It's cameras that
Yeah,
you
and-
go
and the-
by
and the
they,
cameras,
and they
yeah.
charge you every day for commuting in New York with all the
And
traffic
if you
now.
and now if you're in traffic for too long, they charge you more.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So they're doing this to try to limit that stuff. So they're like, hey, you just walk and you get your shit and you go back to your house.
It's like
See,
$17 for a truck.
I think
Yeah, that's expensive.
city life. I have a biased opinion because the city I grew up in
Was ghetto.
had the highest
Highest
murder
crime
rate
rate. Yeah.
in the United States last year, and is now always just one step below Compton when it comes to our murder rate. We had more
Yes.
murder than birth last year.
Wait, what?
St. Louis City.
Is it really?
Yeah.
We had more murder than birth.
I thought it was Detroit.
Detroit. So Detroit.
Nah,
Or Chicago.
yeah, no.
Chicago's
So you
got
gotta
it worse
remember-
too
that's
over the
more-
years.
I
you
feel
gotta
like that's more
remember,
stealing.
Chicago's near St. Louis.
It's very
Illinois,
true.
St.
Yeah.
Louis, like is maybe like a 2-hour drive, 3-hour drive, like that equivalent of what we're driving to Cape Coral.
Yikes.
They said, hey, watch my beer. I'll do it
Well,
better.
my grandpa's been mugged 6 times in St. Louis.
Holy
Every time he's
damn.
left St. Louis and driven back, he's been mugged.
That's rough. That's
Yeah.
rough.
That's really bad.
Like, I think city life, if you're in a small city with not a lot of people, probably great.
I don't-
like country life better.
I grew up on the farm. And like
Well,
country, so
I like
it.
the
It's
big major
wholesome.
cities.
I want my closest neighbor, Maya, down the road.
Like I
Yeah.
don't think I could live in Miami because it's a little too starting to
I
get a little
would-
too ghetto.
I couldn't do Miami
But-
just for Miami.
It's too expensive.
I don't know. I just love
I
New
don't
York
like
City because of the
Spanish, so it
efficiency.
wouldn't help.
That's the only city life right now that I know about that
Really?
I would accept is New York City.
Why?
Like I could live there. I
You know how
truly
expensive it
I
is?
think that, and then I
Bro,
know people
what
that
the
move
fuck?
there, and they're like, I hate that I live here, but I'm here because I have to be here.
no. I
Bro,
love every second
New York
of it.
City is
Just I love even the sounds people are making all
like
the time. I'm
you
like,
like-
holy
you like
shit.
the
City
smell?
noise.
Like the gunshots and ambulances.
do you like-
driving by.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, seriously, I'm like,
home.
Do you like the smell of New York City?
If
Not-
you say yes,
Bro,
that's
in,
scary.
in-
Smells
in the morning,
like
obviously because
homeless,
of the trash
puke,
and stuff.
Trash,
it's gross,
rats, cockroaches, all you can think
Dude,
about.
just the size of my
bro,
shoes.
Just stock up on poison.
New York
What's
City
the big
is
deal?
so expensive to
Just
live.
stack. Yeah, but you
It's
make
like
way more
3 to
money.
See, we
Yeah,
say
but it's
that
like $3,000 to $4,000.
we say New York's
for an apartment.
expensive, but Naples is the most
yeah, I was
expensive
about to
place
say
to live.
Florida's
thought
way
Miami
more
was.
expensive. Yeah.
Naples is the most expensive
Yes.
Really?
and rising.
It
Yeah.
is.
It,
So
it,
when
it
I-
was last year and it is this year.
When I moved here, I bought my condo for like 70,000.
Yeah.
Right?
And how much
Right.
is it now?
340,000 if I would buy the same
Easily,
condo.
easily,
Really?
That's
easily.
insane.
Ridiculous. And if you were to rent the condo when I bought it, it was like $1,000. The rent now is pushing 3,000.
God.
Easily.
I know
Damn.
I know exactly what's gonna happen. Listen, you can watch this back a couple years from now. Like where the major cities are,
We're
California,
gonna be in
New York
Miami.
City, all that. It's gonna reverse. You know how Florida was so cheap to live?
Yeah,
it's gonna be reversed now.
Well, it's also because we got this thing in
California
Florida.
is going to be cheap to
Yeah,
live.
and New York City is going to be cheaper. Now, it's going to be reversed. If you want to go to Florida, it's going to be like California, New York
Well,
prices.
even-
and then up there, they won't have enough people to go back. So they're like, hey, we're going to lower the money to come
Because
back.
Florida's what, an 8-hour long state?
Yes.
Drive through?
Something, yeah.
I remember I drove from Jacksonville to Miami, and it took me 5.5 hours. That's with at like 2 a.m. no traffic.
I live at the same time when I go to
add
Missouri.
traffic, easy 8
It's
hours.
8 hours from Naples for me to leave Florida to even start my trip to Missouri.
I'll cross 5 or 6 states up north in 8 hours, like
Really?
that, and I'll see so much more shit.
8 hours. I've gone through 3 Texas roadhouses and at least
Yes.
14 Crackle Barrels.
And you'll see 2 Wawas on your way up there on I-95.
I would like any
That
Florida
too.
council members listening to please build a White Castle in Naples.
And add a Wawa next to it, please.
No, I'm tired of Wawas. Get rid of them. Get rid
No,
of every
what-
last Wawa and their fake
You
establishment.
could buy
built.
you could buy the
Red
White
sheets.
Castle like
Thank you.
franchise. and
No,
open
no,
it
because
up.
I don't want to be the reason people hate their stomachs. I will eat a White Castle whole in one bite
John
and hate myself.
John was
Love
saying country life over the city life.
That a boy,
lives in
John.
Georgia.
That a boy, John.
I mean,
lives in
listen.
the
I'm not hating the country life. I'm just
No, no, no.
tired of it.
It
I've
depends
just,
what
like
kind of
both.
country life. I think it also depends on what kind of city life.
I think
too.
people don't really understand country life. I think they might.
Country
think
life
they're
is
the
like
country,
growing
but
up on a
really-
farm, growing your own
that's-
stuff.
that's
Like if you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
animals,
It's
it's
a
because they
little
produce
different.
stuff.
okay. And
That's like country.
Antonio says city life.
Antonio, you're wild.
No, he's not. Antonio's gas, bro.
He may be gassed, but right now he's gassed.
He
up.
knows what's up. He even added the emoji for it, too.
I kind of like the city.
That
life.
tells me the city life answer right there.
I like being in Naples. I think it's the perfect combination
No.
of everything.
No, Naples, no.
It's like retirement.
Naples can
Love
suck the
it.
underside of my
Yes,
big toe.
yes, I can't.
It's like
I can't,
all. Isn't it like
no.
all old people that live over there?
I am
Holy.
the only person in a 50+ community, and when I tell you,
Everybody.
I get looked at weird for walking outside with a shirt off.
Because
In
because
Florida.
the old people are like,
Oh, that's
and
doing
they
your
fucking-
tattoos
yeah.
too, so they think like
oh,
you're
when I
like
had no tattoos, still.
yeah.
Oh,
They were-
really?
yeah, when I had no tattoos and like
Yeah.
still clean physique, they looked at me weird. Yeah. And
But for the country life, whenever you like walk out and you're like a girl, especially, you
Oh, yeah.
walk out in like shorts and a tank top.
Oh,
you got
yeah.
all these old men coming catcalling at you. Too.
Yeah, bro, no, punch them in their face.
But I guess that would be the same.
And
same
end
way.
it early for them.
see, here's my thing. In the country, they'll catcall from like distance, like maybe in their yard. In the city,
Bro, if
they'll
they,
come up to
if
your
they
face.
show up at the hospital, don't save them.
Jokes on you.
Like, could you imagine you're like 90 years old and you got Brooke saving? They're like, hey, and you're like,
I mean,
and then they start catcalling you while they're almost dying. Bro,
man,
I pull the plug.
This shit happens.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pull the
Just-
plug.
Have you ever heard about like when people get saved by a doctor and fall in love with them?
No,
That's
and they're
huge.
like, am I in heaven?
All the
nah.
It's like
Like I
Stockholm syndrome for nurses.
They see the doctor.
you should be like, you're
They
in
see-
the opposite,
they see
buddy.
dollar signs.
Oh, that's
He said, "You trying to play Operation on me?"
They see dollar signs.
They see
I have
say
a couple
Medicare.
patients that I will not.
You
work
drive a
on.
No, there's certain
McLaren,
things that
sir?
Noises whenever I massage
You drive a
them,
G-Wagon?
it's, like, weird.
Yeah, it's creepy.
We went from the city life to this. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. So, hot take. $100 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
Well,
No.
no, not
100%.
anymore. Not
100%.
anymore.
Oh,
I think any
Hell
amount of money
no.
compared to zero is more money.
Uh,
I think
Yeah.
because
Oh.
I
think
grew up
it's
in a
because
very
where we live, right?
poverty-based
Go ahead,
area.
go ahead.
So $100 to me was 3 months worth of food.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I was Section 8 growing up. $100 paid your rent.
Okay, yeah.
$100
No.
paid your rent that month.
100, not 800. You
Yeah.
said- oh, I thought you said.
$100
Yeah, oh,
paid
yeah.
your
I
rent.
heard 800 too, and I was like, no, 100.
$100 in 2013 paid our Section 8.
Well, that's 2013. I'm talking about.
But you
right
gotta
now.
remember, $100 now is still a lot of money to me. I'm a cheapskate. I grew up Section 8. I
Go
won't spend
dollar
$30
store.
on gas a week.
dollar store.
I buy my groceries at the
I
dollar
do.
store.
I started going.
Wait,
too.
buy it where?
I buy my groceries at the dollar store.
Dude,
I
I did the same thing. Yeah.
$60 and have groceries for a month.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't do that.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm a cheap.
Honestly, right now and where we live, $100 does not go far.
No.
Huh.
$100 in
can't-
Naples is the equivalent to $5.
Dude, yes. 100%.
But if you take it to a normal society that's not the tourist-based living,
Yes.
$100 you can stretch.
Yeah, you can stretch it. And that's what I remember when I used to live in Daytona by myself, with a roommate that I had to rent out, $100, I'd go to the Dollar General next door and for people that might not know, almost 80% of the stuff that's in Dollar General is tax free. So the price you actually see on there is the
what
price you
you're
pay.
paying.
I remember getting SpaghettiOs for like 50 cents each, bro. The hot dogs, $1.50 for an 8-pack. The bread, 50 cents. No tax on none of that. And I just sit there with a calculator and add up, look at the price, and that's the price I'd pay.
Oh, yeah.
And I walk out. I remember paying $35, and I had food for probably like 2.5, 3 weeks.
I mean, hell, have you guys seen the thing about the Home Alone movie statistic going around?
What?
Home Alone, so there's a scene where he buys groceries.
Yeah.
And he spends like $18
Oh,
or something.
yeah, I
and
saw
he
that.
And he gets the equivalent of what we pay like $300 for. It's been a 250% markup on grocery price since that movie came out.
Yep.
Yep.
That's wild.
Insane.
And that movie came out less than like what, 2 decades ago?
Yep.
Less than 20 years. Like
Not
I was born, movie came out, still alive, and prices are 200% more.
Yep.
I went to Publix today and literally got like 10 items. It's like $120.
First off, I want
That's
to
it.
congratulate you for being rich.
Yeah,
For
I
going
know.
to Publix.
Who's going to Publix right now?
Publix too.
I walk
God.
into Publix
So
and they
much
look
money.
at me funny.
Yeah, I
They're
know.
like,
Holy shit.
Are you gonna steal a sub? We know you.
Are you gonna steal? Have you done it before? Is that what?
I didn't steal it. I grabbed the wrong one and I was too lazy to go back.
Oh no, you bro.
And it was disgusting, but I ate it.
So, someone showed up
Oh,
to
no,
grab
yeah,
their
no.
sub, and they're like, "Where's my
Who
sub?"
the fuck is
Yeah, because
Matt?
they leave them on that
Who's
rack.
Max?
Snatch it off. Yeah.
It was bad.
So, all right. So our next hot take:
love this
psychological thrillers are scarier than gory horror movies.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's realistic.
Yeah, because it really happened.
Wait,
Well, think about this.
Psychological
Well, it could happen.
thrillers are scarier than gory horror films. Like for example, like the Ted Bundy on Netflix, the Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer versus
Yeah,
Saul.
that dude. I was actually scared watching it because I knew this
making
was,
a part
Most
two
of
of
those
it.
are based off real life stories.
and they really happened.
are.
So
Where
it's
it's
like,
like
all
a
real
gory
life.
movie is like, yes, I know there's serial killers out there,
right,
but you don't see as many of them going to that extreme because they're caught because it's so easy to catch them.
right.
The ones that do that psychological stuff, like
It
that's
takes them years.
of them going down that hole to become to that point, and then now they've mastered it.
I think it was Ted Bundy.
I know a lot about all of it.
I have.
I'll probably know it.
Listen,
I'm the Jeffrey Dahmer one.
I
So am I.
I'm controversial a little bit here, but
Oh,
he had the most game I have ever seen in my life, bro. And here's why. You want to know why?
He got, like, all
Every
these
single
women.
chick he picked up in a tan Volkswagen Beetle.
Do you know like how he did it though?
yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly how he did it.
Okay.
These dorks out here can't even get women with their Tesla doing the fucking butterfly door shit. And this guy was
Because
pulling
of
them.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah, seriously.
There's a reason we don't get
No,
serious cars
bro,
anymore. Ted Bundy's one of them.
Hey, I'm having some engine trouble. Do you think you can help me out?
No.
What? What?
I
How the hell?
I think
Like,
you're talking about the Tinder swindler guy.
no,
the
no.
Tinder swindler?
I heard
Hilarious.
about that, but
He's
no,
insane.
dude, he has my respect only for that reason,
Well,
and
Ted
that reason
Bundy-
only. But now anything else, he's it is a horrible human being. But just holy shit, watching that part, I'm like, damn. I'm like, he needs to be studied for Riz right there. He needed to be studied.
He would also like present with like a broken arm or something. That
Yeah.
So he would make the
Empathetic.
female feel like yeah.
Oh, I need to help him
Like I
out.
could.
I would
can
have helped him
this
in a
poor
heartbeat.
man.
Exactly, and that's why you'd be
I'd
dead.
be like, yeah, I'd be dead.
That's why
I'd
you'd be
'cause
dead.
I
Brooke would be
stopped-
like, guys, I stopped to help someone again,
Because
but
I've stopped at like 4 car accidents this year and saved people. So like knowing me, like Ted Bundy would catch his car on fire and I'd probably.
if I get a text or an Amber Alert that says Brooke is gone, I'm gonna blame her. I'm not even gonna try to
I
help.
make
It's
sure
your own
the
fault.
scene's safe. I make sure.
I'd be like, when was she last missing? Oh, there was a car accident scene she
Found
was
her.
at. Oh, yep.
There was a. Did
no.
you guys see that car accident the other day where the car was on fire?
Yeah.
I was the one that helped save those people.
Yeah. Every time I get a Snapchat from Brooke and she says there's an accident, I know about
So-
5 minutes later I'm gonna get a Snapchat of her
But I was
covered in
there.
blood.
Yeah, I'm always.
Oh my
that one.
God.
It's
Like
always me.
I've seen Brooke in blood more than I've seen most people.
Oh my
Or
God.
blood.
I always am behind the most like fatal car accidents. Motorcycle. It's always me.
I guarantee you, she's the one taking the Snapchat with the thumbs up and the
I am.
bloody and the bloody.
I
It's
am.
always on the way to like a bar.
or
Yeah.
like on my way to a
Yeah,
party or
exactly.
like on my way to.
Brooke's like,
some-
let's go have fun, let's get drunk. Save a life.
No, just be like, hey, can you bring the extra change of clothes and the alcohol, please? Real quick, I
Brooke's
gotta
like,
wash off
"Guys,
my
don't worry,
hands.
I got alcohol wipes in my car. I'm used to it.
I guarantee you, she has a vodka bottle in the back of her car, not for drinking, but for sanitating her hands before she operates. Be like, all right, baby.
Oh my god.
Like, we're getting in here.
Have
We
your
gotta
work,
cut them
have
open.
your work uniform on over your going out clothes.
Scrubs.
You're like,
She's
I
got
gotta
the
get to work.
scrubs on.
No,
Just
one
start
time
going
I
on
was
scrubs.
one time I was
Like
in my
Superman.
scrubs and everyone's like, no, everyone stop what you're doing. We have a nurse. I'm like, no. Like,
I'm not registered yet.
it's one of
I
them
can't
fat
save this man.
mosquitoes. Got one of them fat mosquitoes in here.
He'll be fine.
Where?
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
It's behind the Snoop Dogg.
Hey, right there,
gun.
right there. Smack it. Smack it.
Who's got
He'll
it?
be fine.
No, yeah,
Right there.
see, it's a big
Bro,
motherfucker.
hit it.
Where we can hit it? It's black.
We don't fight him.
That poor bug.
You got like one of those like zapper things?
Electric.
Dude,
bug
I
zapper.
wish.
They're called the assault rifle.
Yes.
How are you gonna find it now in a
the
huge
salt?
room? What do you? Oh my
No,
god.
you're good.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
Don't
You're
miss
good.
out.
You're good. Don't miss out. Come on, you're good.
I figured I'd just point out the flying
Watch
testicle on
someone
your
be,
wall.
watch it carry like malaria.
One. Like,
God, the one time.
It's good thing we got a nurse.
Yes, good. Yeah,
Yep, you're all dead. You're all dead.
it was just a mosquito.
They
Yeah,
had a few cases of that.
it
in
was,
Florida.
no, it was just
Yeah.
thin, bro. You're good. You're good.
No, they bite.
If we see it again, I'll
They
smack it
all
with my
bite here.
jacket. We're fine.
So do I.
All right. Next hot topic. Ooh, workplace dating is appropriate.
No.
No.
No. Instant no. Instant no.
I
I will
think
not fuck up with my paycheck.
I think it's fine.
Nope.
What
think
was,
it's
the question
fine.
again? What was the question?
Do you
again?
shit?
Workplace dating is appropriate.
Do you shit where you eat?
I dated a coworker.
I'll explain it to you.
I think
I'll
it's
explain it to you.
fine, but I don't know.
So, long time ago, I was dating someone, and we worked together. Now we didn't. We were dating for a year before. Then we started working at the same place.
That's what I did.
We were the best team duo in the whole. We worked at Domino's, and since she was shorter than me, she would work the oven, and I would work the top oven. And so we would rotate like 2 pizzas while she went to go grab one. I was taking one out, and so we literally get 2 pizzas done like 1 second ahead of each other. And so we just, bro, couldn't be beat. We
Ready
were
for my reasoning why?
Go ahead.
How many times have you been at work where a coworker will say some stupid shit and you're annoyed? How many times has someone been at work
I
and
mean,
getting annoyed
I
because
never
they're
had
at
that
work?
happen when I was working with my
I mean,
old significant.
To be honest, I don't give a shit what anyone
But
like
see,
really
here's the
says.
case.
But like, be more specific. Actually, be
So
more
here's the
specific.
case.
Yeah.
So imagine that. Now imagine a coworker's annoyed and the person they're yelling at is your girlfriend. What are you gonna do? Keep your job or stand up for her?
I've seen that happen.
There is
Or
a
people
fine
I
line
would-
between
I would
professionalism.
just, yeah, I just keep my job because I know that at
But
the end of
see,
the day,
you say that, but then when she gets mad at you, are you in the wrong?
no,
I see
You
that.
are.
I see the point.
no.
Because in that world, it's not a job or it's your girlfriend. It's the same in one. So
But-
you chose to involve both, and now when one of them goes south, they both do.
Well, we had an agreement where we actually would pretend that we're not dating whatsoever at work. Like we're two strangers. And so they didn't know for like 4 months. They had no idea until they started to notice. Like one day I had to drop her off because her car broke down. They're like, why did he drop her off? And then they clicked for them. And I was like, but you guys would have never known if I never had to
think
drive her
that's
there.
a good scenario where it could go right, but I think there's
There
many
is a ton.
possibilities of where it could go
Go
wrong.
wrong.
You just have to like set barriers and ground
But
rules.
here's the thing:
Like, and
how many
you
places
have
in
to
the
stick
world
with
can you
it.
find someone to date? Why do it at work?
That's true.
Well, it
How many
for,
clubs
for,
and bars?
Well, for a
yeah,
lot,
if you were dating and then work together, it's different.
well, I will say for this, if it is someone, for example, like I remember I used to be a manager for T-Mobile. My job, I literally would spend the entire day there, 5 days, sometimes even 6 days. I had no time to go out. I was so
Of course, yeah,
exhausted.
it's very different.
So like that's the only place I really went.
Yeah, a job that eats up your social life becomes
Right.
your social life.
So like if I find someone there, that's great. But like I'm not looking for it. But like it's just if it happens, I'm like, okay, great.
I think there's just too many scenarios.
You're right. I do agree with that.
Because
But
I've known people where like you're in a relationship, you get mad and you'll like talk shit about your significant other to your friend.
oh,
I
dude,
don't think that's right.
I never do that.
But I know a lot of times where coworkers will also talk shit about other coworkers because they made them mad. I don't think it would be an okay barrier because
It should be there is a rule like in the hospitals, a nurse cannot date
no
a doctor.
You can't date a spirit.
Oh yeah, no, I know
It's
that's a
like,
big no.
Why is that?
You
like,
can't date
a no,
if you're
but-
a part-time employee. You can't date your supervisor.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
rules.
yeah,
You
yeah,
can't date your
yeah.
managers
Because
and
that's an
friends.
HR violation right
Well-
there. That's just
There's a lot. It's crazy.
it's crazy.
There's
I
rules
think
in
there's a
place
lot
for
of
a
people that can
reason.
make it work, but I think the majority should avoid it.
I think the majority. Yeah, I
Yes.
think the
I
people
think
that
your scenario is very specific and it worked
it is
That's
very
what's
yeah.
mine too,
It's
yeah.
because we set rules in guidelines ahead of time. Like for example, if someone did end up talking shit about her to me when they didn't know, and I was just like, oh okay, like I just acted like I
Brush
didn't
off.
give a shit because
Right.
in my mind I'm like I don't. You can talk the most shit you want, cool, bro. I see you for 6 hours, 5
Right.
times a day, and like I don't give a shit.
It's also why I'm a firm believer
Don't
you
care.
shouldn't try to make friends at work. Like if you make a friend at work, cool.
I'm your
Don't go
friend
there to
when
make
I
friends.
clock in. Like that, like that's it.
works
I
for
clock in.
Well,
like as soon as I
think if
clock
you're
out, I'm
friends
like,
at work, it's
"Sup, bye,
very
dude."
good. Like you can have friends at work, but don't go there to find friends.
No,
Go there to get
yeah,
a job.
no,
If
no,
you make
yeah,
friends
yeah.
after, cool.
Yeah,
But
like
I know
they're-
a lot of people who are like, I won't work there because I don't think I'll be friends with anyone.
Bro, who gives a shit?
They don't pay you.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, they don't sign your checks. What?
We have like 6 employees at my job, and we're all really good friends. So,
See, that's a
but I mean,
perfect example of
but
Yeah.
that's-
the best case.
We didn't go there because we knew each other. We just
Right, no, you
became
just-
friends
you decided to
because
work there, yeah.
We're there 12 hours a day with
Right.
each other.
Right. Yeah.
And I think in an area like that, because you get along, you work better. I
Yeah.
couldn't imagine working 12
Yeah,
hours
like
a day with
if
people I
you,
hate.
it's obviously a fact that if you get along with the people you work with, your performance is just better.
Oh,
now,
100%.
is that every scenario?
No.
You're gonna have some people that are like, bro, I fucking hate you. Like
I
holy
won't
shit,
work
but
with friends.
but I have to work with you. It's not gonna be as great, but so like that's what we do at the job I'm at right now, where we have to come in at 4 a.m. and push a truck out in 2 hours, no matter how big or small it is. So like some days where it's fucking huge, hey bro,
Shut
put our
up and
smiley,
just gonna
yeah,
work,
shut
yeah.
up and do it, and don't talk to us like an asshole.
Exactly.
Like sometimes we gotta curse at ourselves because like we'll like do something, we're like fuck or
But that's
whatever.
also why I don't
And
work
you
with
just-
friends because if your friend's slacking,
Yeah, Yeah,
I
it's like-
specifically I try to avoid working with any friends I have because if you're not doing your job, I don't care if you're my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, my best friend. Cut the shit, do your job because you fucking up is fucking me up.
sometimes if I know the answer to them doing better, I'll say, hey, listen, try doing it like this, you'll go faster. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
100%.
And that solves it right there, and we're done, and we continue. But all right, next hot take is Snapchat should bring back where you can see people's best friends.
No.
No,
That's
no,
messy.
hell
That's so
no.
messy.
Because that all
Hell
that is
no.
you investigating other people's lives because you feel
Yes.
jealous.
Or remember Instagram? They had the function
Who you
where
follow?
What is
no,
that?
no. What posts you like Remember, and who they followed.
I like
Remember
that
that
because
little.
if your friends have the same sense of humor,
What's
you
the
wouldn't
best
need the
friend thing?
recommended.
Well, no. It would just, you would slide over and it would say like, hey, this person was
liked
active
this.
and they liked all this stuff and they followed these people while they were on that.
yeah.
And I was like,
Oh,
whoa.
that's so
What was the
invasive.
best?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
what's
was
the
like,
best friend thing
whoa.
about?
It was you could look at someone's profile. You know when you go on Snapchat, you look at
Yeah.
the profile, it says, "Oh, their star sign, how long you've been friends." It would have a little thing, and it would show their best friends list. So you
Really?
could be like, who do you know that I know? Wow, you know this person? Little suspicious you know them. You didn't tell me you know them.
And then you can see what they like.
Yeah,
like
and
what
you can
posts they
see
like.
when someone
Really?
moves up on their best friends list,
Yeah.
which means
Yeah.
they're talking to them
That
a
was
lot.
so
Yeah.
messy.
It was very
Yeah.
messy, and they took it away too. And I was like,
Well,
oh,
like I have Snapchat Plus. It's $1, and I have it because I can't stand when people leave me on red, and I know they've looked at it. It bothers me.
dude,
before.
you do that to me, and I
That's the
can't stand that.
$6
Well, you can
it
see if it
has
got left on
page
open,
percentage.
can't you?
Well,
Yeah, you can
I can't
have
I
stand
do it,
that.
but
Yeah.
when you do it, it's because I'm like halfway asleep when I don't reply. I'm
Oh,
talking
but
about when people
you do work.
sideswipe it.
You do work late
Yeah,
at
I'm
night.
talking about people
Okay,
sideswipe
okay,
it
you're right.
because you can look and then close it and it
Yeah,
doesn't show you
yeah,
opened
that's
it.
Dude, I hate the
So,
why?
with
Just
Snapchat
open
Plus,
the damn thing. Who
No.
cares?
I'm a rule of thumb: if you leave me on red more than 3 times in a normal situation, not specifics, I'll remove you.
really.
Group chats, people. If we don't talk after I've reached out a certain amount of times, why am I reaching out?
Right. No, it makes sense.
It's very different with people you're close to. Obviously,
Right,
situations change. But a normal rando, if you leave me on red 3 times or half swipe my stuff 3 times, obviously you're not reading my message to reply. You're reading it to see what I say. You don't care to talk. You care to see what I say.
Right.
Why do I need
Now
you on
can
there?
do that
Yeah.
halfway.
No, like because if it's not the same amount of effort going back and forth,
Right.
why do I have?
You should
to?
always get the same energy you give in no matter
Yeah,
what
exactly.
scenario.
Yeah, no.
100%.
Some people get busy though.
No, yeah, that's why I said it depends on
that's
the
why I
scenario.
just thought about it. I'm like, wait, you
Like,
work
I
super
put-
late. You'd go to
Yeah.
sleep during the day.
I
Never
put
mind.
this podcast off for how long? Because I was just like, I gotta find the time. Gotta
Right,
make
right,
it
right.
come. It's
But
like,
I mean
sometimes you just get
specifically
busy.
the people that we know are doing nothing.
Yeah.
And
who
you're
you
like
know,
you're
like-
sitting at home for hours.
Yeah.
And sometimes their location will be on. I'm like, bro, you've
Yeah.
been at home for 9
Or it's
hours.
like, hey, I've been trying to reach out to you because like we see each other once a year. I want us to get together.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
let's
Yeah.
hang out. And you're like, I don't want to hang out with you anymore if you keep half swiping my shit. Like
Yeah.
obviously you're not making the same amount of effort I am to continue this friendship.
yeah, like don't be my father. Like what? Like
What's a dad?
yeah.
Please be my father. I want one.
John says, bring back who stalks your page the most.
Fun
It's
fact.
from Instagram.
I actually learned about
Say again?
this.
Still there.
What is?
A feature. You can see who looks at your profile the most.
You can't. Well,
Wait,
at least
what do you mean?
TikTok, if you
On
turn
what?
Instagram.
Stuff, yeah.
If
Where?
you have a business account,
Oh yes,
You
yes
can
you
turn on
can
the
on business
statistics.
account. Yes.
I don't.
and it
like
will
To
that.
see
show
who
you
views.
every time someone looks at your profile.
Well,
Every
I don't
time.
like that.
I turned it off because I did not want 24,000 notifications today.
yeah, I was about to say you got a lot.
It was
so-
bad.
Okay, so next hot topic: cats are better than dogs.
No, equal.
Yeah.
Equal.
Depends on the
Equal.
personality.
I had 2 mastiffs and now I have a Siamese cat.
I'd say they are equal, but it depends on the dog. Okay, listen. My parents got a dog that was in the back of a truck at a gas station for like $20. The dog became. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some hate for this. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say it. Dog's pretty retarded. Stupid. Like I'm pretty sure that brain in there is just
Fine.
smooth, no ridges, no lumps, no bumps.
Smooth
Dumb.
brain, no valleys or
Every time when I used to years ago, we used to go to visit, I used to wear this book bag, and she would just get terrified. I'm talking like terrified, pissing herself on the floor, and then she would just,
So there may be a reason for that.
our other dog, or their other dog, is afraid of you. At one point, went through a phase where scared of grass. But like not immediately. Like she went 4 or 5 years, and then just all of a sudden one day woke up. I'm scared of grass now.
I get scared of going outside enough too. You meet these people? God.
Yeah,
I
you
might
know
stay
what?
inside.
You know what? Maybe.
Might not touch grass either.
Maybe.
But
Well, no.
I-
The women need to touch grass after they've apparently, like you guys
I
said,
do.
you
I go
touching
outside.
the grass.
I do
Going
that.
outside, putting your
Grass.
toes in your grass.
I do that all
I
the time.
will say, I don't think it's that dogs or cats are better. It depends on your situation. If you're not home enough, don't have a dog.
Don't have
City,
an
city
animal.
life
have to
cat.
raise
If you're
them.
if
Like-
you're in a city life cat,
No, here's my thing. Like I'm home very sporadically. My change in schedule is weekly. Like
Right.
the only thing consistent about my schedule is my work schedule.
right,
5 days a week, 11 to 7 a.m.
right.
I have a cat because if I'm gone for a week, I can give her enough food. She has an automatic litter box. She has
right.
automatic water, and I have a camera in my house.
She's a princess.
If I
She's a
need
princess.
anyone
She is
to
a
check on
sweetheart.
her, she can. If I were to have a dog,
Bro, you'd
and
have to
left her
hire a
week,
sitter. You'd have to, yeah.
I would be the worst pet owner if there was because I live alone.
Yeah.
that animal suffers because
Yeah.
animals are a chapter in our lives where their whole book. The animal only knows your life.
Right.
That's not fair to them.
No, no,
I don't think
I
either's
completely
better.
agree.
I think your situation determines how good that pet can be.
You're right.
100%.
I like when I see a lot of city life, I don't see a lot of dogs. I see more cats. But I will say, when I was in New York City years ago, some people, like, the dogs that are supposed to live up north in the
Yes,
snow,
like
that like they're
Huskies.
built.
Malamutes, yeah.
I saw one and I'm like, dude, I know that dog is boiling.
It's
Like,
also really
in
bad
the
for
city,
dogs.
like, yeah,
'Cause
and they're
the
all
noise.
yeah. I'm like, that dog literally wants to be in the snow,
But
and they live in an apartment complex, and it's hot as shit outside.
Right.
Like, I know that dog is dying.
Also, for everyone listening, stop buying pure breed dogs.
Yes.
Go
Stop,
to the
please.
shelter.
Please, for the love that is all holy, your dog sounds like a vacuum with 13 years of buildup because its nose doesn't function because you bred it out of existence.
What dog is it?
Every
You
any-
are
purebred.
dogs.
yes, any dog that is purebred to a certain degree starts like muscle degeneration. They use
Yes, they do.
so because mixed breeding helps you have attributes that dog can have to survive and adapt to the current changing world. Because when they started, the world was different.
Faithy girl.
Oh,
Hi,
Faith and Max, say
Faithy.
hi.
My sister's
Hey.
on.
Her sister and her boyfriend, who is my gay lover.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Shout out to Max. He's a bottom.
Faithy, you can
New
Faithy,
hot
you
topic.
can leave comments and we can see your little chats. So she probably doesn't know how this works.
Well, no, I mean, I hope she does.
I don't know.
She's technologically challenged.
I mean, I really
We'll
hope.
see if she does it.
She forgot how to spell.
Okay,
It's
what's
okay.
next one?
Well, hold on. Can I?
Guys, we're relying on Faith being able to read.
How can I?
That
why
is a
can I
really,
not-
really high standard to
Aw.
have with her.
Hot take. It's totally okay to pee in the shower.
No.
What?
way.
What?
I think at a young age,
That's
when you
different.
don't know better, happens. If you're a grown ass man pissing on your own feet in the shower,
That's gross.
No,
Why?
no, just peeing in the shower,
No.
not pissing on your
no,
feet.
no, no.
Yeah, but where does that? It goes
The
where
water, the water that
touching
hits the
your feet.
floor after it hits your body does what? Goes here to the
so
drain.
foul.
So the piss that goes from the front of your body has now splashed to the back of your wall, which is now touching the.
Why are you gonna piss on the wall? Just piss in the drain.
I can't. It's so bad.
Piss in the toilet.
Like
That's
literally, you can
wasting
just
water.
open the curtain and just.
It's not.
Then
Yeah,
lean
you are.
over
You know
your
why?
guy.
The same water you're washing with yourself with, it's going right back in
No,
your
it's
water heater.
not. It's getting like filtered though.
Yeah,
Check
see,
most
John,
buildings
John
nowadays.
even agrees that it's okay. Aim for the drain.
My building, the plumbing's so old, it reruns. So they had to redo the plumbing. A lot of old buildings, you piss in your shower, you're showered with that same piss.
It's filtered.
Stop.
Would you drink piss out of a bottle? that's
Max
filtered?
says he is not a bottom.
When he's with me, he's a power bottom.
Stop.
Capital P.
That's my brother-in-law.
My husband.
Lyft is better than Uber.
No,
No.
those fucking suck.
No.
Uber
Yeah.
has surge pricing, which is the dumbest thing known to man.
Same thing too with like Uber Eats. They like raise the prices of like the food, the services,
really?
and having everything.
Well, it's
delivered.
because it's Florida. It's
Yeah.
because we
I
live in
use
Florida.
that, but I don't really pay attention.
Yeah.
Also, Uber Eats like isn't as big as a thing other places.
No, it's expensive though.
It's expensive. Shit.
It is
Like
expensive.
I don't
get,
know
like,
many people
meals,
that Uber
like
Eats in my
$30.
hometown.
It's
You-
like
you don't know?
$30 to get
No.
like a
I do
meal.
it all
I
the time.
am highly against Uber Eats.
Really?
What
I'm
is
not gonna pay you 10
what's
extra bucks for
what's the
food.
red one? The one that's
DoorDash?
red.
DoorDash.
DoorDash. That's the big hot one for food.
I use DoorDash
Bravo,
whenever I'm
too.
too lazy to go get my food.
And then
but
I
it's
tell
like-
her, hey, I'm gonna go pick it up.
It's like 4 times a year I do that.
Faith
doing
says
yesterday?
he's mine, Mac.
Oh, we ordered Domino's. You're right. Faith, I will physically fart on you for your man.
Nickelodeon is better than Disney Channel.
No,
Yes.
Yeah,
Nickelodeon
I like-
traumatized their actors.
No. Hold on.
did
You know what?
So did
Let,
Disney,
Childhood.
Miley.
you know what?
Miley
Wait.
traumatized her damn self.
I'm gonna create my own card for this. Cartoon Network better than Disney Channel? Yes, or no?
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Billy and Mandy, Codename Kids Next Door.
Yes.
Teen
Home for
Titans
Yes.
Home for
Go,
Imaginary
Go
Friends.
Yes.
Teen
That's
Titans.
it.
Johnny
No, the
Bravo.
original Teen
Yeah,
Titans.
fuck your go shit.
Yeah,
Why you
yeah,
suck.
yeah. Like what?
Wasn't Johnny
Ben
Test?
10.
Johnny Test.
Johnny Test was
Johnny
good.
Test
Johnny
was
Bravo.
amazing.
Johnny Bravo.
Johnny
too, yeah.
Bravo.
Johnny Bravo also did not believe in consent. I would just like to say.
Bro,
Johnny
he
Bravo
did
got
not.
naked in front of every woman he met and never asked if it was okay.
That's
said,
why.
"How you doing,
you know
Sexy
what?
Mom?"
That's why we have shitty men now because of Johnny
No,
Bravo.
I think there's a lot more reasons why we have shitty men. Johnny Bravo just was like a TV version.
Yeah, but he's just the
He said, "How you
additional
doing, little
piece.
mama?"
So funny.
But remember, he had humble beginnings though. He was a skinny, scrawny kid that women made fun of.
So
who's-
does that make it
who's-
okay?
It doesn't. But
to
who's the real
sexualize every
villain
woman?
here?
Him. He's
No.
exposing himself to strangers. There's an episode where he's at a girl's house and she like hits a button and he like gets
Yes.
cuffed to a bed and he's
What-
like,
what?
"Ooh, little mama,
yeah. And he's like, whoa.
sir, you freaky man." You're a virgin.
All right, this is our last hot topic because I want this to go just 2 hours. This is our hour of the hot takes. The last one. We're actually right at the mark, so we're perfect.
Yeah.
Some celebrities are more influential than the president.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I
Yeah.
think no
What?
celebrity should have power
No celebrity should have power, but are they more influential than the president?
because of how stupid people are. Yeah. If people listen to politicians the way they listen to celebrities, we could have solved world hunger.
Well,
Think about that. The only thing that doesn't
Might depend on who's the president at the
only
time.
thing that stops world hunger is people not unifying. If you had every nation say, "Yeah, fuck people starving," it would stop.
yep.
That's how it works.
I think it could have ended a long, long time ago. Long,
Make
long
profit
time
off
ago.
war is
I
the
mean,
reason
like
it's up.
40, 50 years ago. I mean, hell, if we have enough resources to send somebody to the moon
Motherfucker, you're cloning chickens and you can't provide food for people?
for everyone on Earth,
What about them building the
Telling me-
space hotel for people to go visit space?
You're 3D printing houses.
yeah, like come on.
You cannot build a Trader Joe's on every block.
Well, no. Did you see Mr. Beast?
does
He gave
a lot.
all those
He built
people
wells.
Yeah,
In
wells,
Africa.
and he remember when he did the eyesight thing?
Yeah, he gave.
10-minute procedure, and now they have eyesight.
I also
What-
don't understand
They
why
did a lot
people
for
shit on him so
I
much
didn't-
when he
I
did
didn't-
that.
I didn't even know we had that technology available. Why
Yeah.
isn't that like the most major fucking thing in the news? Why?
I mean,
Well,
think about it.
it's
There's a
thousands of
reason why
dollars.
cancer's never been
Yeah,
It's
but-
cured.
expensive.
It's
They
profitable.
Kill, they kill them off. Yeah.
It's
probably-
profitable.
yeah.
You have enough disease. I mean, insulin. They can keep raising the prices because there's no alternative.
Well, look at EpiPens.
If you got, if
The
you
EpiPens,
have,
yeah.
if you have a
Surge
bag
price.
or if you got money, you could fix anything.
You really
Just
can.
Look at Magic Johnson. He doesn't have AIDS no
Like
more, and he survived.
I believe the top 10
Johnson.
like if the top 10 wealthiest people in the world came together, they could solve whatever problem you ever want them to be because they have the money to do it.
Dude, if you can build a rocket ship, you could save lives. I hate to
Yes,
break it
yes,
to you.
yes.
And
100%.
also, we don't need permission to go to space.
No, Elon Musk broke that. They're like, I remember when he said he
just
was
went.
going to
I don't
space,
know.
and they were like, "Wait,
No, yeah,
we can
no.
do that?"
Yeah,
They're
like-
like, "Yeah."
Also, did you guys see the video of China? It was like they debunked our space landing.
What?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, this is like solid proof that like this shit was fake. Yeah.
Interesting.
So that's circulating. So I can't wait for that to be true. Because I fully believe it was fake. There's no way. You mean to tell me we had the technology to go to space, right? Went to space, then lost the technology to go to space, and then couldn't go.
do
We
you mean
went
lost it?
and then didn't go for generations.
well, they had Apollo missions, though they were secret.
But how do we have one that land and no one else can? So you mean to tell me we have one spaceship that lands, right? The moon landing.
Well, we
And it
had
took
well,
how
we,
long to do it
well, we
again?
technically had 10 or no,
Yeah,
we had like
but
5
the
or
first
10.
one, how many years passed till we had another?
I don't know, actually.
60s.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah,
I
It
do.
was
Re-
like 60 something.
I do remember the Challenger exploding.
Look
Yeah.
look at the time space
Yeah.
between the first official moon landing
How
and the
many?
secondary one to get on there. And the reason they said they could not do it, the technology was lost.
My aunt worked for NASA for her whole life, and she just said it's crazy.
Yeah, look at that-
how
look at
much
that
stuff
difference.
was going on.
So in
No soft landing happening.
in 69
Yeah,
and
I
in
know it's like
1972.
60s. I know my stuff.
And then with no soft landings happening between 1976
Yeah.
till 2013.
Yeah, so that means they had uncrewed, no people going up, no soft landings, no actual like on moon territory.
I heard they just lost the funding.
Yeah, well-
like no, like after a certain year, people just stopped. They're
'Cause
like,
think
oh,
about
we
it.
don't want
If
to
you're
do
like,
it.
hey, you can go there in 1969.
Well, that was the first one. Yeah,
but now it's
that was 50.
20, 30 years later and you still haven't found a way to get back. We're not going to fund you anymore. Because
I thought they had Elon Musk took people up in space.
well, no,
did-
they're. I heard that
Quote,
they're
unquote.
planning on is like
Yeah,
a
it's like
year
a
or
hook,
two.
yeah.
That he already has the suits made. He's
but
like,
also, you have to realize you can't just take anyone to space. Like if you smoke nicotine, you can't go to space.
yeah.
Fun fact, like
Well, it's
because
just
the
in
stuff in the nicotine will crystallize in the
Well,
atmosphere.
Well, it's
I don't know.
It's flammable.
almost like the submarine thing where people wanted to see the Titanic.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
built-
bad.
That was
No.
the dumbest
There was-
shit.
millionaires
There
are
were
billion-
so many
wrong
red flags.
Was
way
human
before-
error. Who decided to drive a submarine with a PlayStation remote?
Well, no.
That was Xbox, I
The,
think.
the materials made by it. The guy wanted
Home
to make it out
Depot.
of out of carbon fiber. Carbon fiber under pressure, like for constant pressure,
Yeah.
it doesn't bend at all. Like carbon fiber does not bend. Once
why
it
they
breaks,
went-
it shatters.
Yeah.
So like
happened.
one little crack in the carbon, the
'Cause
whole
it
thing
destroys
goes.
the whole infrastructure.
That's why like whenever cars that are made of carbon fiber, like when they
Oh my
crash,
God, it's bad.
it's not bad, but like it holds their structural integrity, but it's cracked everywhere
Mm-hmm.
because it's under pressure for a split second and it stops. You're under pressure the entire time in a submarine. It cannot sustain that.
Also, let's stop going to space. Just explore water. We know more about space than we do the ocean. We live near the ocean.
I do believe the conspiracy theory that we do know, and we just stopped going because we found out what the hell is actually down there.
You
Absolutely.
think so?
Yeah, there's no way. Because
You think
remember,
there's-
NASA
yeah.
originally was for exploring oceans, and then they were like,
Now we're going to space.
let's- yeah, yeah,
NASA was
they-
for water exploration at
for
first.
like 4 or 5 years, and they
Yeah.
stopped. And they're like,
Really?
yeah, we're gonna go to space now. And we're
and
like,
then they didn't have like an official like water exploration team for like a while.
yeah,
I wonder what they
Yeah.
count. You think it's like sea creatures or something?
dude,
Well,
they're-
think about this.
Godzilla's got to be
How
hiding down
many
there
new species are found every time they find new water?
all the time,
Hundreds.
all the time.
Think about the water we just can't see yet. We still can't touch the bottom.
Nope,
Yeah. Nope.
we don't
Wait,
even
wait.
have anything that we can send down there to even
nothing
look
can
at.
go there.
No.
We can go to space, but we can't go deep in water.
Well, the biggest challenge is because of how much pressure.
Yeah, it
Like-
snaps you like a grape.
Like, they said if you like even the submarine that was in there, everyone inside they said
yeah.
vaporized, not
Imploded.
like there's
Yeah.
nothing, no remains to bury. They said vaporized. The bones were vaporized,
Well, that's why like the people who
Like
used to
that-
do underwater welding, they would have those giant divers tanks
made out of
People
lead.
People
That's
after
super
doing it for a
thick.
certain amount of time would come up with indents in their skull from the pressure.
Yeah, and they're shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would lose height because it's so strong down there, it like shrunk their bones.
Yes.
Oh hell no.
It's bad.
So
In
yeah,
case you guys ever want to
Scary,
do underwater
scary.
welding.
All right. So
Yikes.
now that everyone has a kind of an idea of our guests' thoughts, their personalities, their thinking style.
Who's Brendan Fraser? Who's that?
What?
Who's Brendan?
I have no
oh,
idea.
that's when we were talking about the influencers versus the president.
Is it? Who's that?
We are old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm a little bit disappointed.
How do you not know? Yeah, bro. What?
Who is that?
Brendan Fraser. Him.
Oh,
The whale.
Bro,
Used to
yeah.
The Mummy?
No,
George
no.
of the
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
he was
an
in the
awesome
Mummy, yeah.
George
That's
of the
right.
Jungle.
Now I remember.
The
Look at
whale.
him as George of the
Bro, him and George.
Jungle.
I'm just saying, Tarzan and George of the Jungle were clapping monkey cheeks. There's no way this man was living in the jungle.
This was the best.
for
This is the best
long.
picture of this man we can find.
He kind of looks like Max shitface.
Bro, that's perfect.
Yo,
I love
the
that.
middle finger and everything.
They gotta show Faith that.
Dang, what happened to him? He had a six pack.
No, well,
he
Faith
went-
can
he
see
went-
that.
He went through like a really
She can
yeah.
see
no,
Did he
he-
Yeah,
really?
she can see
Oh,
this.
awesome.
He,
He
like,
got,
was su-
blackballed from Hollywood.
Yeah.
That's
So,
perfect.
You see the photo of like him when he's really bigger is a movie called The Whale, and that was his first like big
Movie
thing back.
Yeah.
And he got such an award for that, and he like sobbed when he got
Yeah,
it.
that's him right there.
Yeah.
Look at his eyes; they're still red.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, he got.
He directed Beef.
Yeah,
Wow. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Frasier, the man, the myth. Also, hashtag rip Matthew Perry.
oh, poor.
President for
Poor
2024.
Matthew.
Doing that.
All right, so-
He deserves the respect.
Moving on to our actual topics now. A little real hot one is FSU not making it to the playoffs.
Suck my nuts.
That was completely
Bullshit.
bullshit.
go
Bullshit.
undefeated,
Framed.
you deserve it.
13-0.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Like, imagine if an Olympic sport competitor won every single event 13-0, and they're like, nah.
But they
bro.
let in Alabama and Texas, who
Yeah.
were 12-1.
Right?
I don't follow.
Like what? No, I don't. I
To
don't
be
watch.
undefeated
I don't,
and not get in is the equivalent of
it's-
someone looking you in your face and spitting at you.
What happened though? Like,
What, oh, so the SEC claimed that the reason why they didn't choose them is because their main quarterback was injured.
If
And-
he's
and
that
I'm- and I'm-
don't
important,
have anything to do.
that's the
Right,
thing.
right. If you're
If he's that important, he
if
should be getting
you're-
paid to go to the NFL.
Yes.
Every division known to man.
if your secondary quarterback is able to win you 13-0 games,
He should play.
what do you think the primary one's gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna kick your ass
And also,
like twice.
I hate to break it to you, no one is irreplaceable. Just because he's good doesn't mean without him the team sucks.
right.
That'd be like
literally called a
saying.
team.
That'd be like
Dude,
saying.
and
like,
football is
what?
a team sport.
Yeah.
Literally,
Oh, it's team.
literally,
Oh, yeah.
literally, if
As someone who
one
played for,
person
like,
can't make
yeah.
the catch, that's the game.
Well,
Like
and-
there's some games that, for example, I think it was in 2015 or 16. It was the Patriots versus the Seahawks. Do you remember that
Yeah.
game? It was in the bag. It was like
ridiculous.
4. It was like 4 sec. No. I
it
want
was,
to say like
it was less than like. It was like by the time the ball was thrown, clock was.
no, because they were able to play one more play. I want to say 30 seconds was on the clock.
Really?
Yes, because I remember Tom Brady got it. He had to run it once,
you're
and because
right.
if they kneeled in the end zone, they got 2 points. So I think it was 30 seconds. Whenever and everyone was like, they're done. They're right at the 0-yard line. The guy intercepted it at the last second and tried and went run in there. They made one play, got it past the
the
goal
whole game.
position, took a knee, done. Patriots win. It's literally one person away from winning the Super Bowl or not.
I think
That's
the majority
so-
of professional sports, basketball. I mean, there's a situation in basketball. There's
Yeah,
a guy
basketball,
who
yeah.
like he was just ejected for indefinite amount of games because he physically like punched a guy on the court. Like I'm talking, the
Yeah.
guy was guarding him, swung back, looked, hit him in the face, and this isn't his first offense.
no.
And his apology during the post conference was like, "Oh, sometimes I get heated. You know, it just happens. It's basketball. Like,
Sometimes
we all
get
didn't mean to
heated,
do
we
it. You
all
know,
think
sometimes
about
blah, blah, blah." And the other guy was like, "Yeah." And prior to this, he choked out another player in a different game in a headlock. And that's why he was.
allowed at this game?
That's why he was banned, and then he was allowed. And it was like, if you're going to abuse the sport to that degree,
Right.
and not put respect into the game that others work their whole lives for,
Right.
right here.
And I'm just saying to also add on to it, I guess, if you hurt the person like that bad to where like they like have to wait out games
Yeah.
or whatever, you better pay me my compensation
Well,
now.
that's
Like
the
him,
biggest thing, like,
I want his paycheck to come to
You
me
missed
now.
one
because
game in the NBA. That's
screwed. Yeah.
huge. Like
That's huge, yes.
You're late to an NBA game if you play. They get hit with a $30,000 fine.
Yeah. Seriously.
You cuss, you get fined.
Yeah.
You can't cuss at fans. You can't cuss at refs.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have to have. Here's the thing about
I'd get
professional
fined
sports.
so bad.
Your composure is what keeps you playing.
Yes.
You could have the worst game of your life, but if you act like you just won the game, you'll be a fan favorite. But if you treat people like trash,
Yeah.
they're not gonna want you there. 'Cause
They
you make
will
the sport
never
look bad.
forget it. They
yeah,
will
they
never
make it look
forget
bad. That's why it was such a big deal. People flipped out over nothing when he took a knee during the national anthem because they view the sport as a collective.
Right.
They're not viewing it as a independent thing he's fighting for and striving to improve for the nation. They're viewing it as, you just said fuck our sport. You said fuck America.
Right. Right.
They don't look at the big picture. They look at, no, I think that's what it is.
Right. Right. Exactly. That's why like man, I was gonna say something, I just blanked out. Holy shit!
I do that all the time.
Wow. Yeah. I was like, oh, wow, and then it just blanked out. Wow.
Were you thinking about the baseball player that had like a $36 million contract?
No. Yeah.
Imagine
Did
that's
you
exactly
see
what he
that?
was thinking about.
Yeah. Did you see that?
No?
Dude, I remember my
Yeah.
stepdad had the article pulled up, and he was, and it just hit his phone too, and he goes, "Oh my god!" He did all the math. He said it's $163 a second. A second.
I mean, that's like Cape Coral City Council right now. They're actually going through like a giant civil dispute because they have a stipend for just the council members that give them a $5,000 a month pay increase. Went from a lowest position $35,000 pay rate to $80,000. The mayor of Cape Coral now makes close to $100,000 a year
Really?
because of this. And when asked and brought to the presentation, they didn't disclose what the money was for, didn't say it publicly, didn't tell anyone what was going on until the town meeting yesterday.
Wait, hold on. The mayor of what?
Cape Coral.
Cape Coral
City of Cape Coral.
making-
Here's the thing. There's a stipend that you're supposed to have in case of emergency fund.
Yes.
And when your residents cannot have basic needs like water.
Right.
There's 5
Oh,
needs.
so this isn't his salary we're talking about. This is
his
him.
salary he's making. 100,000.
So this isn't like additional on top. It's just
That's his salary now every year.
okay.
So it was like a 60,000, now it's 100.
God damn.
Because he gets $5,000 extra a month.
I'm not gonna lie. Might be controversial.
Does it seem
But-
like that high?
Well, here's my thing.
Here's the reasoning why.
60,000 to be the mayor of Cape Coral is
That's
a
what I was gonna
little low
say.
because
Here's the reasoning.
I saw an HVAC technician making 60K a year, so that's why
when
I'm
you
like,
go into politics, you're not going into a full-time job. You're going into a civil duty. You're not there for a
Okay,
pay.
okay.
It's a little
You're there
different.
for people.
Okay, all right,
Because
all right.
my favorite thing is if you are going to go into politics, any sort of Senate seat, you're not there to see what you do in your lifetime. The work you do is for 20 years down the road.
okay, yeah,
It's
okay,
for whoever
I can
took
get
your
behind that.
spot next. So if you're there to only make money, you're taking away the position of a good politician who could improve the community while also getting the pay raise when
Okay.
you're staying there now to keep your pay raise.
Okay, I can see that.
When the whole issue was they didn't tell anyone. People found out.
Oh,
At the town
like
hall meeting.
maybe not 100 then, but maybe like 80.
Like if you made
Like
$80,000, that's a generic salary.
Yeah,
for
I'd
people
say
that
80,
agree.
85.
I get it.
I'd say
You
that, yeah.
have the civil position to improve the community. I think you deserve making that money.
Right.
But if you're gonna go from
Without telling your community,
like
that's a
$50,000,
shame.
$45,000
Okay, yeah,
to
I see what you're saying. I see what you're
100,000,
saying.
almost doubling your pay.
I see what you're saying.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I do see what you like. If you're
I wouldn't be
doing
mad
that
if you
behind
brought it to
closed
us
doors,
first and
then
said,
yeah,
hey, we're making this much, but I'm also gonna allocate this amount of money
right.
to improve the community.
Like, hey, Cape Coral's now bringing in an additional
Cape
400
Coral,
million.
Their
I'm gonna
infrastructure
make
was built for a not the residential commercial usage they're having. There's residents there who don't have water. Wells are drying up.
Interesting.
There's 5 things you need to successfully live in society: food, or 5 or 4. Food,
There's 5
water, shelter,
hierarchy.
air, sex, population. Population control. You can't have people without population. You can't have people without food. Can't have people
And
without
we are
shelter.
way behind on that, by the way, for population. Way
Be
behind.
surprised.
We are way behind.
In comparison to other people, behind. Comparison to what the standard is.
I heard.
right on
I
there.
heard China's the worst.
China's population is so bad they like have laws against birth.
Yeah, like they
There is,
can't.
there is.
They can't
Didn't they
self-sustain.
lift one of them though
Yeah,
recently?
yeah.
They
did.
actually lifted it. Yeah,
is
I remember.
huge.
I remember it came in 2013. They're like, hey, finally you can have more than 1 or 2
One,
kids.
yeah.
And then now they're like,
Are they talking about putting it like
Yeah, reinstating it.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
nah, y'all fuck too much. Now we got too many kids.
well, no, they still say it's even that's not enough. Like
Yeah.
China's
they would need
so
a-
They're living
low.
longer now though too.
I guess so.
Well, that's the thing. When people are first around, to live to 30 was our 90.
Did you see Russia? Putin put out saying like he's pleading every family to have 8 or more kids per
Because
family.
people keep leaving Russia.
Well,
They
no,
don't have the
because
population.
so here's what I read. So before the war started, with wow, we were really getting off
I was
topic.
about to say that,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
wanted,
I was
I'm
like-
like, how I get from
'cause we're
FSU
passionate.
to Russia?
Yeah, just I guess we'll just say
Russia
I'll-
made
I'll-
it so they didn't make it.
I'll just say this really quickly. Before the war, they had a population problem already. They had a big gap. They had a lot of 55 and plus, and they had
like 18.
and a lot like 18 super young. So when they went to war, all those older people went to the war, and a little bit of the young. Now they're all losing and dying because they're losing the war, obviously, and they're all dying. And Putin's like, "Oh shit, I'm not gonna have a country
You're not gonna
soon
have
because
soldiers."
I have no, not even a country. Because if you have no people, you just say you own the land with no people. It's just you. So now he's like, oh shit, I need 8 children per. Like he probably one of his secretaries did the math, and he's like, hey, to sustain what we're doing, you need 8 children per family. Russia's a very poor country to begin with,
Yeah,
and you
the
want
people they
children to
have
have
right now.
you want
Poor
families to have
Natasha
8
Slovakian.
8 children.
Who paying for all your kids?
Putin,
Now,
apparently.
well, now
Yeah.
their
People that
their
are there
economy's
now.
way different,
That don't
but
matter.
they're just a poor country in general.
Got the time to take
Also-
care of
Where
your
do,
kids?
where do
off,
you?
Off topic. Did you guys hear about what Texas is doing?
No.
They're trying to secede the United States again. Trying to become independent.
Oh yeah, I heard that like a
they
little bit
really?
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so this has happened like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
Texas
I was about
is
to say
always
it's,
who does
it's
it.
happened a couple times.
So they're trying it again with the new year. They want to become an independent nation.
Really?
Yep. So, not part of the U.S.
So okay.
An independent. So it would be everywhere surrounds U.S. Texas.
Texas.
and then they'll have 2 borders to
Yep.
worry about.
And they would
then.
have their own laws, their own government.
Oh yeah.
which
Can they
is-
do that?
Yeah. If you have enough like
Populated and big.
certain circumstances and like ways to go about it, any state of the U.S. can leave
Yes, they can.
and become our own independent nation if you have the sources to provide it.
Yep.
But we don't accept states.
Right.
So we'll claim territory.
But if you apply, there's no application
Yeah.
process.
Yep.
It's
Different.
either we're going to take you over by
Yeah.
force or you know.
Yeah. I mean, America's known for taking by force.
We're gonna say something about. I don't want to get off topic.
But moving on, we got some topics to keep going.
Sorry.
But man, we're really gonna go from that to this next topic.
I'm
It's so
ready.
stupid.
So ready.
Like we're gonna go to this. Next topic, Gail Lewis. So it is the hottest topic right
Yeah,
now.
Gail.
Gail, motherfucking Lewis.
who's that?
She
Walmart
is the
woman.
bodyguard,
Oh, I thought-
bro.
I thought she was a
bodyguard
janitor.
of
Wasn't she a
Walmart.
janitor? Or
No,
something
I
at
mean
Walmart?
she maybe started
was
out
like
like
an
that.
associate.
I mean,
Wasn't
listen.
she?
Brooke here has no idea who Gail Lewis is, so
We missing
I
out.
watched one TikTok before we started this podcast.
yeah, that's not
That's
enough.
not Gail Lewis.
I need
So-
to be enlightened.
We
So
got
I
Gail
heard.
Lewis, baby. Just absolute merch.
I don't think Gail looks like a man in that one.
Which one?
The one you're on to the right.
No, that's not her, bro.
That's not Gail.
That's not
That's
Gail.
not Miss Gail.
That's-
That's the other Gail.
That's
We got Gail
That's
Lewis
Dale
right here.
Lewis.
Attention,
That's
Walmart.
Dale
This
Lewis.
is Gail Lewis
Bro.
retired.
Is she
Gail
like big
Lewis.
on
I
TikTok
couldn't
or
imagine being
something?
related
Yes.
to her.
She
Well-
like,
well,
blew
this-
up
well-
because of this.
Yeah.
Well, this video went viral because she
This is Gail
basic.
Lewis signing
It
off.
was Thanksgiving Eve.
Where was I at?
Or no, sorry, Black Friday
Yeah.
Eve.
Yeah.
It was Black
So
Friday Eve.
Thanksgiving.
And she radioed, like, she made a TikTok of her radioing, like, saying, like, signing off for the last time. Like, her store location, her name, 10 years, gone. She went to a different company, and there were so many rumors that popped up of, like, she's working for a Chinese Walmart, or she's working for this or that. So much shit got brought
Conspiracy
up.
theory, Gail.
Yeah, like, it just blew up. And then I just learned today, Mac, you told me, that now she is back at
Yeah.
Walmart. I mean,
If she stays,
if she stays,
because
hey.
that's a hell of a sign off to come back.
Now, I'm just saying, Walmart has to pay her a so much larger salary
I
now.
think Walmart should give her an advertising position. She has a platform
Really?
with it now. People know who she is.
Or
amazing.
that, or she gets royalties for all this shit. Because I'm like, because do you know people will buy her? You know, damn right. Hold on. You know, damn right that
They'll buy the
people will
merch.
buy this merch straight off the shelf.
Well, here's the thing.
10-year associate.
Morris,
Royalties.
Illinois, 844.
If she took royalties, it wouldn't be worth it. Royalties only take effect after a certain amount of time passes.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. So like
okay.
musicians, they usually have to buy their like whole whatever the term for is when you own the rights to all of your music. And if you don't own all of your music, you don't usually get rights to it.
Well, no, she said she returned this video. She returned as a non-employee.
I hope it was at her Walmart.
It is. Yeah, that's her one. She's like, it was in this exact
That's
spot.
like people who go back to high school after they graduate.
Whoa.
thinking they're hot
so-
shit.
yeah.
Oh, I
Also,
love it.
If you go to your high school after you graduate,
Been on social media
please
for a
stop. That's
while.
so creepy.
Yeah, I mean,
She's been on social
I've
media.
only
though, for a
been
while.
once to I think
I went
pick
once
up
to
my
pick
little
up stuff,
brother
yeah.
or something. Yeah, and that was it.
And
But
I was like, don't mention I'm here.
yeah, and I'm just sitting in the parking lot like I hope they don't see me.
I had to walk inside. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm here. I forgot something.
I would go there for like my little brother's concerts.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
like,
I'd
I do that
I'd
stuff,
see
but I
people
wouldn't go-
I graduated with, and I'd be like, don't.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew people I graduated with that went there like the next day.
Where?
Now, back to the high school that we
Oh,
just
so
to visit.
weird.
And I was like,
So sad.
you're a pedophile in training.
We had a kid that came back as a janitor. He was like super, super popular, super like everybody loved him. Then he came back
look
next
where you're
year
at
as
now.
the janitor, and he
Peaked
was
in
like,
high school to
"What's
clean my
up,
toilet."
everyone?"
Ah,
And
yeah.
We were all like, "What are you doing?"
It's like, please leave me alone, sir. A super senior.
Dude, I
I
honestly,
think he's still there too.
God dang.
Shout out to the janitor.
Gail's the go, bro.
I hope Gail has kids.
No, I don't think she does.
I believe it.
Does she? I mean, I don't think she
that's
does.
her kid in the. That's her
The
kid
Walmart
right
is
That
her
is
child.
not.
That is.
If
Walmart
that's
is her
Gail's
child.
kid, I need to see her husband.
Yeah, that's about to
Because
say.
them
Math ain't
fucking
mathing.
genes are magical.
Math ain't mathing.
God. Oh my.
Bro, look at the merch people are making.
The American flags in the background.
That is insane.
Bro, what
Christmas
the?
Gail Lewis,
what the
sign it
hell?
out. There's your
What the
Christmas sweater.
hell, bro?
She served.
She's getting like memorials.
I know. Insane. Wait. What's this one? Mamba out.
Oh.
Triple double, damn. Bro, I love it. Bro, she worked during the pandemic. She put up a triple double
I
every
have
day.
a lot of respect for people who work during the pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, for real,
because
they
of
do.
how mental people went. Also, the pandemic taught me that humans are disgusting. How are you
Yes.
going to buy all of the disgusting, fat ass foods and have an aisle full of canned goods? Makes no sense. You're telling me we're running out of options, but I have an aisle full of canned goods that no one's touched.
Yeah, no. And remember whenever they took all the water and they left what's the water that's made by Coke? Dasani, bro. All Dasani was left.
Ugh.
No one taking that.
I would like to say to the religious Dasani drinkers, are you okay?
No, bro.
Do you need a hug?
and I will say
Like, who hurt you?
like Coca-Cola should have took notes. Like, damn,
Coca-Cola
during
shouldn't be a
a
company.
pandemic, people didn't buy your shit.
Have you seen
during
what Coke
survival.
does to pipes? That's
It like
you can use Coke to clean oil off the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
I like Domino's. We use Coke to clean our grills.
How do you think that's cleaning out your insides?
It's not.
Oh no,
It's
it
not.
ruins you. It ruins.
It's like
you.
that's. I can't imagine. America just has the most nasty versions
Listen,
of stuff.
I have a cherry Coke probably once, twice a month. That's
You're
it.
brave.
And that's it. That's it. Just because everyone, like, I drink only water, but every once in a while I'm like, you know what? I need just a little bit of flavor.
I drink
And
a
it tickles
Coke.
and it tickles just a little bit. I'm like, hey, we're good.
I drink a Coke and I feel like my teeth are gonna vibrate.
I do. I brush my teeth right after though, because
I know I can't.
So,
like,
like
if
Yeah.
I can't. So fun fact: drinking dark soda is way more destructive to your teeth.
Yes, they
than
are.
light soda. So if you drink dark soda, brush your teeth that way.
Yeah.
It eats
or
your teeth.
or you just swish around water like right after you're
Or just
done.
don't drink soda, guys.
Or
Be
just
better.
don't. Or just don't do
Only
that
time I drink soda is whenever I'm like
at a
having
party
alcohol.
or
that's
like
how I am.
or at
I use
alcohol
it as like a
mixed
mixer or
together.
something.
Yeah.
I try to stay clear of soda so much because it's so destructive.
Well, he had an emergency call. Are you coming back? Are you? Are you?
Oh, I'll make him come back. Yeah, you
that's
tell him to
all right.
wait. You got shit to do.
Got the #1 podcast in the
Damn,
world.
Dickie, right? Gail Lewis.
Gail Lewis.
If we can get Gail Lewis as a guest.
2 viewers.
Dude, no, she's in Illinois. So you can fly
I
all
live
the
in
way down.
Missouri. Or I'm from Missouri. That's like an hour drive. I could probably know her.
You don't live there now.
Gail Lewis.
Listen,
Mentally.
all right. We have other topics here, but whether or not you guys want to talk about them or not, We got bad. What is it? Bad.
Bad baby.
Is it bad?
Catch Me
You
Outside,
wrote
bitch.
Barbie on here.
Catch me outside.
She is a
Catch
bad
Me
Barbie.
Outside.
She's pregnant now.
Interesting.
I'm surprised she wasn't pregnant sooner.
Yeah, I'm surprised she
Like,
beat teen pregnancy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say.
I mean, wait, isn't she 19 now?
She's 20, I think.
20?
Dude,
Is she
also
20?
when she turned 18,
She started the OnlyFans. Yeah.
and the
made
amount
the
of
most.
that's disgusting. The
She
amount of people-
posted the
OnlyFans
she said
literally made
22
new rules.
million, and I was like,
Well, yeah, she created
Yeah.
new rules. because
What?
of OnlyFans.
She made $1 million in a month.
yeah, fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
I just also
And she was making a lot of money even before that. So
Yeah,
that's just another revenue
you said the
advertising.
teen
stream.
pregnancy thing, and I heard a comment recently that made me chuckle a little bit.
What was it?
How can you think you can beat me when you didn't beat teen pregnancy? Yeah, I heard that and I was like, I'm using that. You think you can beat me and you didn't beat teen pregnancy? Who are you?
Do we even know how old she is though?
19.
You think you can beat me, but you didn't beat me.
Also, people, please stop having kids at young ages.
Okay, real quick. I'm gonna say my 2 cents real quick on it. If you cannot support yourself, stop having children.
Yes.
Please.
Stop it.
You're fucking
The,
these kids up for
people
life.
that shouldn't have kids are having kids, and the people that should are not because of you guys, because you're scaring them.
And
Stop
not
it.
everyone, I hate to break it to you, should reproduce.
Not everyone should be parents.
Like
Absolutely not.
I understand a lot of you want to be parents. There
But
should be a
some of you
test.
shouldn't.
Like some of you, I don't know how you made it this long and didn't forget to breathe.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call anyone out, but
Oh, I can think of like 6 names and last names off the bat.
again, I'm not naming names, but if you work at Chick-fil-A as managers and you're having children and you still live at home, stop it.
If you
Stop
live in
having
St.
kids.
Louis and have had 2 of your kids already taken and now want more children, stop having kids. If you live in O'Fallon County and have had a kid in high school that got tooken before your senior year,
Taken, not tooken. That's
Her
some
word
that's
was-
what? That's some
Oh, no.
southern
Her
accent
word.
right there. Whoa.
Her word was taken.
tooken, and that
Tooken,
shows you
yeah.
why.
We're quoting
Her Facebook quote was, "Can't believe my kid was tooken."
My God.
Stop reproducing with people that can't count past 10. Please. It's not okay.
There was this there was this one girl in Daytona, and at the time I think she was 19 or something, and wanted to mess around and everything, and I was like, nah, I'm good. Literally a year, not even, I think it was like, yeah, I think a year later, pregnant, and I'm like, you're still 19. What is wrong with you?
And being pregnant doesn't make you cool, guys. Fun fact.
and there's no baby daddy there either. He just hit it and then ditched. I'm
He
like,
hit it and then hid.
yes.
So sad.
FBI.
And I remember she would act like hot shit too. Before she'd wear the forbidden yoga pants. You know what I'm talking about? Yep, they have
The
designs.
TikTok leggings.
No. She
Oh, I know
the
what you're
forbidden
talking
pants that
about.
have
Like-
patterns and shit
Yeah,
on
the
them.
dots. They're like dots on the side almost.
No.
They're technically called
They were
like palazzo
they
pants or
were
something
really
like that.
popular during my high school.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, you see them, you'll know exactly what they are.
You'll know. You'll know.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Let's pull it up on here.
Okay.
Let's pull up some ass.
And it literally like makes anybody, even if you don't have an ass,
I want one now. I want a pair.
they'd give you
Get
the
matching ones.
juiciest ass.
Let's get a pair.
These. Oh no, not shopping, not shopping. Leggings.
Yo, how much?
These right here. These
On
right
Shein?
here. These right here.
Oh, she's built like a bowling ball.
I know. But
Oh my God.
Even if you didn't have an ass, it
Like-
still gave you one. It was stupid.
I think it should take it away.
Listen, she wore those kind of leggings, like acted like she was hot shit when she went to the club, and I'm like, bro, you're barely like just turned
Built
19.
like a 2x4.
I almost
Like-
consider those like trashy now. Whenever
They are.
They are.
Yeah, like when
I
they
love
first
your
came out,
screensaver,
everyone was
Plankton,
like,
bro. I just saw
She
that.
comments on that all the time.
But no, and so I'm just like, but now that she's pregnant, she's all about God and all about being a mother, and I'm like, where was all that
The
bad
pregnant
bitch
to
shit
now I'm
earlier?
religious
Huh?
is hilarious.
And I see it on her Instagram all the time.
but they're the same people that will judge the people that were in.
Yes.
2 minutes ago.
Dude, and like I'll be like, hey, listen, I got receipts right here. You got here's
Also,
your post on
maybe
your story.
controversial, and I know some of you aren't gonna like this.
Go ahead.
If you're struggling with addiction, don't have a child.
No,
Okay, stop.
Stop,
I
please.
work
You're
in
passing
hospital.
things.
It
Yeah,
will
I hate
not
it.
fit. Having a kid will not fix your problems.
like,
Only
it-
you
Well, it's not
can.
that you pass that on
You
to that
you
child.
pass
Yeah.
on.
Yes.
And if there is nothing other than love in your little family, cool, have a kid.
Have a kid,
But
yeah.
if you have problems with your daily life with your spouse, fix that shit before you have a kid because you're just giving them problems right to the kid. That's
Child
all.
support.
Man, I really yell at my wife every time something insignificant happens.
And
I
now
think
you
having
wonder
a
why
kid,
your kid's
I think
afraid to hear no.
Yeah, I think my kid having a kid will solve that issue very quickly. No,
Like,
I'll have
oh,
someone new to put it
I
on.
get mad
No.
and punch holes in the wall. Let's have a baby.
No,
We're gonna punch Timmy in the face? Pop his little head? A grape?
Having a
your
kid
teeth look like a sprocket. Like,
You
It's
gotta
gonna
be-
come out looking like Forrest Gump after the race.
I think to have a kid, you gotta be like really like financially like stable, especially in the market we are now.
Here's the thing.
You can they have programs
Yeah.
for women that they'll pay for everything. So
Do they really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I've
do.
never seen someone come in the
So-
hospital where they're not handing them car seats, giving them bags.
St.
Yeah.
Louis,
What?
bags
St.
of
Louis, we
formula.
have a program, and it's been a
Really?
It's called WIC.
generation.
It's
We've
called
something
pre-1.
nurses for newborns
Yeah.
in St. Louis, and they are one of the best programs because they will give newborn, like first-time moms,
They don't have money.
diapers, anything they need for a year.
What?
Yeah.
And they bring food to these people's houses if they can't make the medical appointments. They
And
bring a doctor to them.
There's centers around here where, like, if you're pregnant and you go in and you're like claiming you want an abortion, but you decide
Oh
to keep
my.
that baby, they will give you all the money and
Yeah.
necessities for an entire year for the first year of that baby's life if you keep the baby instead of
100%.
getting an abortion.
okay.
Like the
Interesting.
pro-life,
Abortion should
Right,
be
right.
legal.
instead of like those like the pro-life clinics.
Wait, say
Make
that
it a
again?
choice.
Say that
Abortion
again?
should be legal. It's a choice, not a guy's. Let the ladies have the option.
I agree with that.
Hate to break it to you.
I agree with that.
No man should tell a girl she can't have an abortion.
Yeah,
You're
no.
ridiculous.
No, like-
You're ridiculous.
No.
You do not have a vagina, bud. Sit down.
Because I actually have a friend that did have an abortion. She
Well, the circumstantial, everyone's
was
thing's
it was an oopsie. It was
Yeah.
pure accident.
Oops.
And the guy and she wanted to keep the kid originally. And the guy was in college and she wasn't yet. She was about to go, and the guy's like, "No, bro, like I can't have a kid right now. It would ruin my whole
Why'd
life.
you have
I
sex?"
can't." Right. And so then she chose to have an abortion because him, and then they broke up, and then she's like, I regret not having
yeah.
the baby, but she's the one that has to live with that.
Oh, yeah,
not
forever.
you.
Because
So
people
like,
don't
ours a
understand the
life.
damage that a miscarriage or like an unborn or
which that's something a man will
No.
never know the feeling of. Hey, I had another like human being, something that's alive.
you
in
won't
me.
even understand
And
the
now, like,
process of emotions that happen
No.
after when
No.
you're with a girl who's gone through that.
I've
She
worked
she
on
had
all
she
that
went
stuff.
through it for about a year, and now she's over. She's fine, like in the headspace.
I've
she's
had
gone.
family that have
but
gone
it took
through
her
it, and,
a
like,
year to get
it
over that.
mentally destroys
Yes.
you, and I could not imagine telling someone to go through that without knowing what it's like.
Well,
Right.
I had a friend in 8th grade who was assaulted by her uncle who
Oh.
got pregnant, and
my.
she got an abortion because we're in 8th grade.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh my god, like why would you get rid of that baby?" First of all,
I'm in
well,
8th
the
grade.
girl was like 5'2", okay?
Yeah.
Like,
that
she
baby
would not
have
survive.
destroyed her.
Yeah.
And second of all, like they don't know what happened, and they
No,
like, they
no.
made fun of her, and she felt bad for terminating already. She was
Right,
like, well,
right.
that's not that
All that
baby's fault.
emotion and everything. Yeah.
But you were assaulted.
And also, do you want that baby to grow up be like, oh, my dad, I'm
Is-
here because of this? Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not fair.
no.
No kid wants to grow up
I
thinking it's a
guarantee you.
burden.
I guarantee you. If she did have the kid, and then they're like, "Oh, who's the dad? My uncle, who's 56."
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Oh,"
I
you know what I
have-
mean? Like,
I have
so like
a-
it's so either way they're gonna be like, it's so dumb. But
I have
continue.
a family friend who she was raped, and her parents told her, if you don't keep this baby, you're out of here. And so
Ridiculous.
now she has this baby, and every time, like at least for me,
Yeah.
every time I look at this kid,
It's a reminder.
Yeah, no, I can't even imagine
she
for
was
her.
raped
That's
2
what
years
it's
ago,
like.
The
Yeah,
baby's 2 years old. Like,
yeah, I can't even imagine for her. Like
No.
every
yeah.
living
I mean,
day
the
is now a
baby's-
reminder.
The baby's great.
Oh,
The
yeah.
baby's
Yeah, yeah.
great, and it's like the baby's love, the baby's everything. But
for
You
her,
know.
as that
for her, it's
mom,
yeah, for
Can you
her,
imagine that psychological?
right? And
yeah.
and what's and the kid will never know that.
No.
like that.
Any,
that's
Hopefully
any good
not.
parent
yeah.
would hide that.
Hopefully
Hopefully
not.
not.
Yeah,
But also, imagine you're like 16, 17. You're
you
starting to go
find
into the
out.
new world, explore stuff for yourselves, and you're like, oh, I want to look into my dad.
yeah.
And you find out
It was your yeah.
uncle who did mom dirty, and now I'm here. Like,
Yeah.
mentally, I cannot imagine.
Yeah, I can't
that
even
The
think
burden
of
that
the
kid has to
emotions.
carry for the rest of their
I can't
life.
even think of the emotions. No.
Unfair.
Moving on to the topics.
So, guys, the weather.
Anyway,
That was very-
it got a little deep there. All right.
Oh, I'll show you guys deep.
All right.
Here, he's right here. He's right here.
I don't want to look at Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
We're inspiring you guys to make better choices.
Be better humans.
Inspiring.
Now, we're halfway through the topics, kind of in the middle. So this is the part where we like to go over, since this is the wired and inspired, we keep you wired in about what's going on. Now we're kind of switching to the inspired part. We're going to ask every single person here
What inspires?
for the just for this month, because obviously every month might change a little bit. This month, everyone has challenges. Everyone's going through shit that we all don't know about. Whether you want to share it or not, it's up to you. But primarily what we want to know is what's keeping you inspired to keep going through all that shit. Like it can be, you can just name one thing, or you can just explain it. Be like, hey, a circumstance, like tell a story about it, or you can just say one thing that keeps you going.
Are we looking at me to go
Yeah,
first?
go
Okay.
just work around
Ladies,
the table.
ladies
Yeah.
first.
So,
Hey, wait, actually, hold on. Let me get you.
There we go.
Boom. There we go.
Ooh, looking good.
Woo. There we go.
So my grandfather passed away. This is my first Christmas without him. He's like the most
Sorry to hear
important
that.
person in my life. Thank you. But I know like if he saw me right now, he'd literally like punch me and be like, "Don't be a little bitch. Get through this." Like,
There you go.
so yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Wait,
I-
What's helping you
wait.
get
Hold on.
through this?
Where's
What's
the
helping me
where's
get
where's
through
the
this?
cheers button?
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Wait, one second. There's a cheers button. Hold on.
Your emotions for
One
Sorry
moment.
for the soundtrack.
Where's the cheers?
Cheers for Pat.
Try it. Try it. No.
I really hope they don't have the
Asking
wrong
your
button.
It's on one.
It's gonna be a wrong button. It's gonna be really bad.
Chime.
Like,
Be like a loading
Pause.
sound.
Pause.
I
All
don't
right.
know. I'm my grandfather's granddaughter, and that man went through everything, hell and back, multiple times. Shouldn't have lived as long as he did. So if
Okay.
that's
a turn.
He went through it.
Oh, okay.
And
In
so-
that respect. Okay,
Like
gotcha.
if I over him passing away, he'd be like, "Bro, I lost my mom whenever I was 10. Get the hell up
Oh, okay.
and fix your shit." So yeah.
Sorry,
All right.
what?
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Proud
to
of you
hear
for being
that.
strong.
So for this month, that's what's been keeping you trucking along.
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
So, not to ride the bandwagon.
Well.
But-
All right, Max.
So
Let's
my
load yours up.
grandmother passed this time last year, and I was raised by my grandparents. And coming from the city that I came from, having a healthy home was very rare. So having a healthy backup home was even more rare.
Okay.
So it is very hard, especially being the only grandson that was the firstborn, moving past the fact that like I've lived my whole life knowing Christmas time, see my grandparents, Halloween, see my grandparents. So entering a chapter of my life that like, I'm now 24, turning 25 next year,
Right.
to not have that emotional and physical connection anymore with someone who basically raised me, beyond hard. Like I text my grandma, I want to say like once a week to her old phone number, just like no one's ever gonna answer. I know that she's
Yeah.
gone, but I will always update that phone number so that I know like at least she knows that I'm making the effort to still include her.
Yeah.
So I know people who don't have that backup system, it's
Do,
hard.
do you think it gives you some kind of like closure or like comfort every time you text to like try to?
I am someone who struggles with the closure of aspects. I know the problematic side, I know the solution side, but the after the fact is what I struggle with. So I know every time I'm texting her, I'm healing a little bit more. For
Okay.
sure.
All right.
And it is beyond helpful.
All right. Hey, go. You changed the cheer button. God damn it.
Nah, hit me with a moan.
Wait. Find the moan. Where's the moan?
Stay black.
Yeah.
St. Louis proud.
St. Louis proud.
Breathe air.
No, not that one.
What kind of air?
Where's the moan one?
I'll get you a moan, don't worry.
Hold on. Where's the moan one? There, we have one, right?
He made his own sound effect.
I made one, don't worry. That was me.
That was him, not the sound.
I can give you a better one. Just gotta pay for
I guess.
it. Yeah, like that.
All right.
Okay.
Well, just stay on the applause one for now, because Mac was a special case.
I just like moans. What can I say?
Yeah.
They need to add
The
your
applause.
snarl and all that.
Oh, my lesbian growl?
There you go.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Brooke, go ahead with yours. So
Shut up, bitch.
now,
You read my fucking mind.
holy
That
shit.
was my sign. God was like, don't
God was
talk.
like,
That's the
nah, bitch,
sign.
shut up.
Oh no, Johnson's cock. No.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
No.
Johnson.
His dick is hitting my.
Now you can choose to share what you're going through, or
No,
you can
that's
just
fine.
say what is keeping you going. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I'm trying not to.
clicked the wrong
No,
one.
that
I
was
thought
No, you didn't. You
actually
clicked the right
That
button.
was like perfect.
No, I thought that was hysterical. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. This year has just been a new journey for Brookie. I was in nursing school and I've had a lot of traumatic ass shit happen, and I have seen some things. I'm like, whoa, a lot of death, a lot of crazy things that a lot of people don't see at 19 years old. So now that I'm going into like this, well, now I'm 20. So now that I just turned 20 last week, and I'm like, holy, now I'm like going through a whole new stage of my life, and it's been beautiful. But I got back into religion, and my relationship with my friends is way better now.
Spectacular because of it.
Yeah, I've just healed a lot.
after like seeing. I'm like, I've seen people die, and I'm like, you know what? My life is so much more precious than this
Like, man,
drama
I
and the
could-
bullshit that's going on. Like, people need to drop the fucking drama.
it's not
Like,
that
people
serious.
are dying.
No.
I see people die all the time, and I'm like, no, your life is not that hard. There should not be this much hate towards people. Just be nice.
Right,
It's really
which
not
I
that
don't think
deep.
a lot of people get that perspective
They don't.
as much
They
because you
don't.
literally see people dying
Literally.
more. I think
More
more
than
often
anyone.
than the average person does,
Yeah.
and which is good on your end because you're like, hey, I
know
could
the
be
value
him.
of life.
You know, like I could be them. I could be dead, and we were going and
Most people take things for granted, and then they're
Right.
mean people, and they're like causing problems in their lives, and they think their situation's so rough. I'm like, you can get through things.
Like, it
and
could always be worse.
it could always
Like,
be a lot
could be dying.
Look at
worse.
people suffering from war. Like, you could be getting bombs dropped on
Well,
you.
the people that you're seeing die, they probably would take that person's problems over their current
Exactly.
situation.
oh hell yeah, they're getting saved. You know, on whatever I-75, and they're like, oh, Brooke's saving me. Shit.
But I am grateful.
It could be worse.
And I've been doing good though. It's changed my life around this year.
Good.
Definitely.
We're proud
Good.
of you.
Healed.
So then what keeps you going? Like what's the thing that keeps you trucking along?
Nice bottle of alcohol.
No.
This is
No,
what
stop.
this isn't water.
Stop. This is water. I swear, this is water.
She said she was 20.
Definitely just being around my friends and just going to church and
Okay.
being connected to everything. You gotta
The
all your
vibrations.
Energy's
chakras,
real.
All your chakras. You gotta like connect everything. Gotta
The
keep yourself
vibra-
aligned.
the
Yeah,
vibrations, right?
vibrations.
Yeah.
Yes. You gotta connect it all. But yeah.
I saw it on your story before
Yes.
you came here. That's why I mentioned that. I'm like the
The
vibrations.
vibrations.
The vibrations
the
don't
energy
lie.
transfers. Yes. You gotta be
they don't
careful.
lie.
All right.
You
Soul
Justin?
ties are real.
Well, no. Hold on, I'm the host, but go ahead. Now it's your turn, Gabe.
Oh,
What is you can choose to tell if you want to the stuff you've been going through this month, and what keeps you going?
too much to go through.
What do you mean too much?
Go around it. Go around it.
Go ahead.
I don't know. It's just been working a lot of extra hours, trying to bring in some extra cash I could save up to eventually start up my own business. So I want to open up my own coffee shop. So I'm gonna be working for that for 2024.
Yeah.
So
We love good goals.
Yeah.
Do I get
Business owner over
Do I
here.
get a discount?
you can't, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I'll give you
All
some
my friends
cream in
get
your
discount.
coffee.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Check the paper
Whoa.
before you use it.
Coffee with cream.
Cream on the side.
No, but I've been just been reaching out to a couple mentors, trying to understand the business chain a little bit more, trying to understand if I
okay.
should franchise or open up my own. Trying to take a certification for next February of 2024 for my IT, so it could be a security manager. So just been studying a lot, researching, watching a lot of videos, staying up late, taking notes, all that sort of fun stuff.
So those your struggles then?
Yeah, trying to balance everything out at once. Yeah, trying to do everything at once.
So
Yeah, it's
then,
tough.
so what's keeping you going?
I think just my end goal, seeing the bigger picture out of everything that I'm picturing that I had designed, is where I'm trying to go for my future, and
Okay.
eventually for a family and marriage and all that stuff down the road.
There you go, man. Look at you being an adult. Very proud
Should I
of
put a baby in you right now?
Whoa.
you. Hey, listen, if you want to abide by Putin's, rules, pump out 8 of them.
I'll give you. I don't know about
Podcast
8.
would be wild.
Yo,
Bro,
our
could you
genetics
imagine
would go
8?
crazy.
Bro, we could have a whole crew on the pod. We wouldn't even
Put them all to work.
Gabe, I'm just
Put it
saying.
to work.
Gabe, I'm just saying. If you
Go
have
to
8
work.
kids, you have enough people for your own basketball team.
That's
Yo,
true.
you do.
That's true.
That is
Give me the Harlem Globetrotters, the mini
I'm
edition.
making 8 LeBrons.
He could be a batter at the LA Lakers.
They could be making there was a 16 or 36 million contract.
Well, good, yeah.
Ah, shit.
Well, I will say that guy though is a really good baseball player.
Is he really?
I hear he's incredible.
As someone whose family member played professional baseball, it takes a lot.
Yeah,
It takes a lot.
to get his
To-
batting average. That was insane.
I did read
don't even know
I did
how.
read a story though, like before he became like really big, his like ex like dumped him. Like I
That
saw
is the
how bad he was
perfect
making really no
motivation.
money, and now she saw that contract go up, and she was like, "Well," like she wanted to come back to him and all that. I'm like, "Whoa,
She's like, no, I never said you had a baby dick, dude. What?
No.
I said you had
30
a lot of money.
36 million? What?"
36 million's a little bit.
His comeback needs to be studied. I mean, to go from that
Isn't it-
breakup to now, it's
know.
got to be studied.
Pete Davidson needs to be studied.
Dude, he does. His riz is unacceptable.
No, it's a lot of the
he
Asian-
almost pulled Ice Spice.
I've never met a
I-
homeless man that looks that nice get that many people.
No, and I want to say they did something behind closed doors. Him and Ice Spice. The way she looked at him on SNL.
I'm not gonna lie, that comedy is what gets you that.
It does.
You're
but-
funny. You're funny. You
But
get it.
Take
I
notes,
did.
Matt
I
Rife.
Yeah, take note. Comedy, not domestic abuse.
not domestic abuse.
Or special needs helmet jokes.
Yes, they.
Although that was kind of funny.
that one was
I'm
wild.
not saying it was okay, but god damn, the timing was immaculate.
immaculate. They Oh man, I was about to say something about something else until they pulled up that.
I'm sorry. I'm
the
sorry.
You're good. No, it was good.
I
I
lose
was
my
like,
train
damn,
of
I
thought
couldn't.
so easily. It's so bad.
I know.
the
It's only
Asian guy?
specific moments. No.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what did you say right before you
Oh, I was talking about how the Asian.
Oh, Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson, yeah.
He was seen with Madeline Klein in New York City the other day, holding hands, and I was like, no.
Pete Davidson looks like Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice looks better.
Wait, hold
At
on.
least he makes good comedy
Don't
sentences.
talk about Michael Keaton that way.
At least Beetlejuice's comedies are funny.
Oh, they made a second one?
It's coming out.
It's gonna be
It's not
so
out
bad.
yet.
Oh, really?
It's gonna be so bad. I already know it.
It has like Jenna Ortega and Michael Keaton.
Also, they're trying to get Jenna Ortega.
No!
It's so real.
Oh my god.
It's so real.
Oh my.
Did you guys hear about the Twilight reboot?
No.
They're trying to have
my
Jenna
God.
Ortega and
No.
some
No.
other-
They better not
no.
ruin Twilight.
they're having her
I'm
play
done.
what's her like
Bella?
yeah.
What?
Ain't no way,
She
bro.
left- I heard they left Scream. It was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
seventh
yeah,
Scream.
yeah, they left Scream too.
Yeah.
I can't.
They're just a politics.
I would
shit.
lick ground to be in a Scream movie.
I went
Fuck out of
like
here.
ground to be.
Use my strong hand.
Any of these.
Use my strong hand.
My strong.
Scary movies.
All
Good
right,
ones.
so moving on to our last couple topics, we have 15 minutes left. Billboard Top 200 Albums of 2023
Wait, you never
has
said
come
what
out.
keeps you inspired. Or
Yeah.
what happened?
What's inspiring you, my man?
Listen.
What's
We
been
know
going
what
on
inspires-
for the month?
We know what inspires you.
Wait, what's been going on for the month? You got a new gig.
Hey, listen, man.
You got a new gig as a manager. Come on.
Oh, hype yourself up.
Okay,
Minute
fine.
of ass.
Hold on. I gotta make sure I'm on the right slide.
Do that after. Talk about your big
whoops.
big
wrong
move.
one.
What?
Whoopsie, wrong scene.
Big what?
All right,
Oh, we can talk about it.
All right, so right now, just finished up my second to last semester for my bachelor's degree. Need only 2 more classes, so should be pretty easy.
Oh, what? Not the shut up bitch one?
Yeah, I know. What? Like, come on.
That's a Brooke button.
Yeah, that's honest. That's for
You
her
need to
now.
label that Brooke.
That was top.
Yeah, it's got to be labeled in the box here as Brooke now. But
That bugs so much.
was searching for a little bit of a better job in terms of pay, and I did get it. Got a manager role now, so it's a lot better pay, so I can pay some stuff off now officially. Listen, we said that was for Brooke only, man. What's that?
All right,
come
main
on.
exception.
Okay, fine. One is
Because you're pretty.
Congrats though on the new position.
got that. I got a couple other things that are in the books, but I don't really want to talk about it yet, just because it's supposed to be a surprise.
Keep it
So,
hidden.
Next time.
but because I feel like if I talk about it, it won't happen.
You
know what I mean? Like-
It's like a
like-
birthday wish. You say it, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like for me, it's like if I'm always talking about it and everything, and I'm like, oh damn, like I didn't actually get to it, then I'm like, shit. So I like to just kind of keep it low until like it's actually happening, or it has happened, and I'm like, hey, this happened, I pulled it off.
Attaboy.
So I'm kind of keeping it under wraps. So there's that. What keeps me going through all the shit? Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm making steps now that are going to impact my future. For example, you can't make choices that are. Sorry, Juan. I gotta word this correctly. So I remember when I was younger, I used to make choices that would affect my life immediately, but then they wouldn't affect anything down the road.
Okay.
And so now, what keeps me going is that I know that the decisions that I'm making right now are going to affect me long term and later.
Absolutely.
That life's a marathon, not a sprint, and everyone's running their own race.
That was
That's
So-
a very
that was
adult
good.
perspective.
That was good.
And a lot of
You got
people,
it.
and I feel like a lot of people just make decisions that are like, hey, I need my life to change now. No. Like there are some you can stop smoking, stop drinking as often, yes. But in order for your like life to change, it takes minimum 3 months.
yeah.
Nothing's immediate that's worth
You,
it.
you can choose to stop drinking, stop smoking, and work out for 3 months. You're going to look at it and be like, damn, the improvement will be crazy. But it doesn't start today. Honestly, you won't notice till 3 months down the road.
Gotta crawl before you walk.
Exactly.
true.
And so
Baby
like,
steps.
and I remember all the time, like I'd be running my own race and I'd turn back and be like, fuck, man, they're catching up or they're ahead of me. Now I'm just like tunnel vision. I don't give a shit. I don't care if I come in last place. I crossed the finish line in my story.
All
That's
right.
it. I don't give a shit.
Hey, everybody's timeline
So-
is different than others.
You're
Right,
running on the
right,
same
and-
race, but you got different
And
ends.
honestly, I used to give a shit about what people thought.
No,
like
biggest enemy is yourself.
dude. Right, and so like I went to Embry-Riddle in 2019 to 2020, and I still have regret and a little bit of guilt for not staying with it. But now I'm just kind of I look back on it and I'm like, you know what? If I ended up staying, for example, everything that's happened afterwards would have never happened. And I like to think about it like this to kind of get over it as well, is I never know the alternative. It could have been so much worse the other way around. I could have graduated and then not find a job for 2 years, and then I have a $1,500 a month loan that I have to pay, and I go negative. My credit score gets wrecked for 6 years. Like, it could have been so much worse. So that's how I kind of and keeping it going for this month. So a lot of things are on the upside this month. So like to keep it that way for as long as we can. It sounds like a PS4 trying to load up fucking
I love that
GTA
perspective
5.
for you
That's
because
why
one
I
of my
moved
favorite
away.
quotes is, if you live in your past, you'll miss your present, you won't have a future.
Yeah,
That's
I like
right.
that. I like that. I like that.
It was something like that.
Look at you all
You
inspirational and shit.
cannot focus on
PC,
things that
what do you-
You need to
cannot
heal
change.
things from your past.
Like,
to
no matter
better.
what you've done, it's not changing. Live with
Peter?
it, move
No.
on, do better in the future.
Right.
Not
And but
very true.
it all starts today. though.
Yep. You can't expect to change if you're not willing to put in the work.
Diet starts tomorrow.
There was one
tell
quote.
me.
There was one quote I read where it's like, "Do not be disappointed of the result of man, damn." It said something about like it goes. I can't quote it exactly because I can't remember it, but it goes along where it's like, "Do not be disappointed about the result that you didn't put the work in for." Kind of along the lines of that, where it's like, if you're disappointed with the end result, okay, did you put the work in for it? No, okay, then why are you disappointed then? You got exactly what you put in the work for. If you put in like maybe a 30-minute exercise
You're going to 30 minutes
for but if you put in 2 hours, you're that much faster now.
People complain the most when they put in the least.
Right,
Yep.
bro. Yes.
That is
Oh my
true.
God, look
How
at
it
you,
goes.
bro.
Yeah.
Writing poems. What are you doing?
All over
Ooh,
here.
inspirational.
I know.
Whoa.
So, the Billboard Top 200, real quick. So,
Good God, with today's music, who fucking knows?
hey, listen.
I'm excited.
your
Yay!
members.
Taylor, calling it
Listen,
Taylor's
No,
top.
let's
one
do
was- I already saw
top
number
20 real quick. Hold on, we gotta switch the
Luke
other
Combs.
camera view so everyone can see.
Bruh.
All right, so at 20,
Oh,
God.
Taylor.
we got. Oh my
got
God!
fucking ads out the ass.
Bro, what is
Oh my
I'm trying to
God!
see music.
I know.
Growing up.
All right, so
Get ads
top
on
20.
websites.
We
That's a
got
lot of old
Luke.
music
We got
on
Luke
there.
Combs.
Getting
Carol
old.
G's on there.
Really?
Elton John,
Oh, yes.
Diamonds,
Yes.
18.
Oh my God.
Lil
All right,
Baby's on there
Red
too.
Taylor's
Okay.
version.
1986.
1986. Yep.
Everywhere.
Harry's
She's
house.
overhyped
Oh.
so much.
Hate the weekend.
Oh, folklore. Oh, that
I
one's
think
good.
she's so- I think she's so overhyped.
All right, all
Just
right.
fucking
So
be mean.
we're gonna get into the top 10 now.
Travis
So-
Scott sucks.
No, Utopia
Travis
was
Scott
good.
sucks.
No, Utopia was good.
Travis-
I think any artist who treats their fans like that is garbage.
Wait, hold on. Not from a lyrics perspective, but just hype music and gym music. I think the album was good in
I
terms of
think if
that.
you
Bro,
gave
none
a
of those
13-year-old the
people-
same sound equipment
Yeah.
and had him produce it, you'd get the same crowd.
None of those people know how to sing.
The crowd, yes. The crowd, yes.
It's an overhype of just, hey, I've got a beat with no shit lyrics, but the beat sounds good.
It's just like that song MOBA or whatever that shit's
Mo
called.
Bamba?
Then that guy just
Bro,
disappeared
yeah,
from the
he
planet.
got one hit and
I
that was
know.
it.
That
One
song-
hit wonder.
That was out.
He made 2 more albums and they just flopped because
That,
like, he had no
yeah.
musical talent.
No,
That, like, came out
it's
when I was a
one-hit
freshman
wonder.
in college.
It was one
Yes.
hit wonder.
And
Yeah.
I remember hearing that at every fucking party.
It's
Every-
still
every
they still
bar.
play it.
Oh,
They still
I haven't
play
heard
it.
that song actually in forever.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
I
all right.
get flashbacks.
Number 9, Lover by Taylor
Yeah.
Swift. That's a good album.
Yeah.
Solid.
American Heartbreak's good.
I
Zach Bryan is very like controversial.
Yeah.
yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
You
I will
either
say
have
that's
to
why
love
I'm
him or
like
you hate him.
It's like Nickelback.
Yes, I love
Kinda.
Nickelback. But
I
like,
love
Oh.
Nickelback.
number 7, Bad Bunny. I got
Yeah.
him. I love him.
I didn't
Yeah.
Can't hate
Do you
him.
like
Could care less about Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny's all right.
What do you mean?
He's
Can you
overhyped.
Can you understand any of his music?
Yeah, if you don't understand his music, I don't think you can say he's
Yeah,
good because there's a lot of his
but he-
songs where he says like
They're
questionable
nasty.
shit.
They
Yeah.
are questionable.
He is kind of
Listen.
sus.
Listen, don't ask questions.
$20.
Heroes and
Yes.
yes,
That actual one's
dude,
really good.
this album was
That's no album.
amazing.
Didn't like the
Loaded with. This is a producer. This isn't even someone who makes like he just makes the music part of it. He doesn't even make the
Oh, I see that name
lyrics.
above
None
it.
of it.
I know.
He didn't.
bet you I-
It wasn't bad. I like
Bro,
you, Bill.
Metro didn't even have one
wonder.
bar
I
in
wish
the
I got
you,
album,
Bill.
and it was fire.
I think it was
Fire.
I used to
Loaded
listen
with
when I had
features.
R6.
I knew it was
Fire.
That was my music album.
Oh,
Number 5,
Dangerous.
Morgan
Really?
Wallen.
Double.
Dangerous.
Okay.
Here we
does
go.
produce some pretty good country music. I'm not gonna lie.
He
He
produces
does.
current day country.
He does. It's
He
not
does.
like the old
It's
It's
stuff.
not.
but
old-
Not a
I
big
can't listen to
fan
that
of it.
yeehaw shit. I can't.
Really?
Morgan Wallen stuff, 100% I can get on
I
board.
listen to
No.
like 99%
Tennessee.
country.
I only
music,
like you,
so-
Proof.
I like Tennessee whiskey.
No, I like
Yes.
Last Night.
Tennessee
No.
whiskey.
What?
So,
So
overplayed.
Tennessee Whiskey by T-Pain, the cover's better.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't overplay it. I just play it whenever I feel like it.
Wait, what song
That's
do
why
you
it's not
play?
overplayed for me. Last Night by Morgan Wallen.
Last night
we let the
liquor
liquor
talk. Oh my god.
That's my friend's
Or
favorite song.
It's good.
What about the hometown
That song
song?
makes me want to end my last
Does
night.
it
I
make a
love
home?
you more
No,
than
does
I
he
think
make a
that's how
hometown
it
song?
is.
That's another song.
Is it? I forgot the name of it.
It's called, yeah, it's
more than my
More Than
hometown.
Love
Yeah.
You More Than My Hometown.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Love You
that's
More
it.
Than.
I don't
Yeah,
give
where
a
it's like
dick.
where she was like, he was like, oh, I even took you to like my mom, like
You took
house
her
to
to
meet
your
my
mom's.
mama or something like that.
They
I
have
even took
line
you to my
dance.
hometown to
It's
meet
the
my
oldies.
mama. Yeah.
They have line
There's
dancing
a
to
line,
fucking
there's a
Jingle
line
Bells.
dance to
Yeah.
that.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, number 4, her loss. No.
Boo.
This was good.
Nah. Drake's
How
overhyped.
does it go?
I don't fucking know. Drake's overhyped.
I don't even know what the song is.
No.
Not
It's
Drake.
albums. These are albums.
Oh, I was like,
The last
Bro-
Drake song I knew by word was Rack City.
I'm so lost. I was
Dude, I really liked her loss because
Yeah.
What?
That's the last one I know.
Oh yeah, and I remember I got that. I really liked this album. It wasn't his best, but it was a good combination. I would say.
I liked him when he was a long time ago. Now, yeah.
SZA,
is good.
SOS. number
was pretty
3.
decent. She had some good ones on here.
I know y'all cried to this album.
So much, I'm gonna be honest.
All right, number 2, we got Taylor Swift Midnight.
Great album.
I will say, I think a lot of the reason why we're seeing so many Taylor Swift albums is because of her tour this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Literally.
Yeah.
Her tour,
if she
her
did-
movie.
If
she
she
remade
didn't
all
do
the
any of
albums.
that, I don't
Yeah,
think a
she's
lot of these would be up.
Yeah,
on
she
there.
did like a remastered of everything.
I know.
Well, and she's dating that Chiefs player too.
Oh my.
Kelsey.
I
Yeah,
think
I
she
think
has
it's so
officially
dumb
been
how
the
much
most
hype she has
popular
around
person
the
on
sports.
earth right now.
Well,
for this year.
That's
Oh,
you. I think.
She just
For
hit
this year.
billionaire
Yeah,
status.
she's
Yeah.
a
For
this
billionaire.
year, yeah.
She's a billionaire too now.
Yeah.
Because she remade her, and now she actually makes money from her albums now.
Well, I mean,
That's why.
I think she had every right to.
Oh,
She had, 100%, every right to. I think she could have been this wealthy back then.
If she would
But
have.
if
This
I
is
was
just
her
starting
and
now.
Someone did me that wrong.
Oh, I'm
I
making a
would,
song.
Oh, I'd come
I
for
would
them
do
for.
exactly
Oh yeah.
what she's
Make
doing.
it
Oh yeah. I'd come for the. I'd fucking.
I'd
Well-
end you.
Well, even what's the guy's name? What's the fuck? is
Travis
that guy?
Kelce?
Is that his
Travis
name?
Kelce.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He's getting a lot of brand deals because since they're
Yeah.
like together, he's
Which-
getting like
Chiefs are
clothing.
making-
The
Which
Chiefs
I
are making
will. I will say.
quadruple.
Yeah.
Which I will say. I think Travis Kelce truly does like this woman way before. Because the
I think
people.
he's more into her than she is into him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
That's what I was about to say.
I will say because he treats her like a princess, bro.
But
She
also,
fu-
if
he-
you're gonna
But
date someone of
also-
that
Yeah, but
status, you can't.
She's
do
a
anything about
billionaire
that.
though.
Like
compared
if you
to
treat.
him.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
were to
oh my
treat
gosh, she
Taylor
has
Swift
way
like
more
a
money than
normal
Bills.
woman, you're fucking psychotic.
If he treats Taylor Swift badly, like if this
His
goes
life's over,
badly
his
at
life's
all
over.
for him, like
He's
there's
canceled.
fucked.
Yeah.
Write a
Well,
song.
did you hear what he had to do for his housing situation for her? She didn't so 2 things. She has a private jet, so she can kind of go
yeah.
wherever she wants to.
It's Taylor fucking
Duh.
Swift.
So he had to buy. So he, I heard, had to start like actually renting out a private jet to come see her because
Yeah, she travels.
that's the only way.
Yeah.
You're
They
not
can
gonna
go-
get there fast enough.
Well,
if you
I
don't.
mean,
Right.
it's
And
a
then
safety concern too, because
That
people will
that as
see
well,
that. Yeah.
and then the second thing is he actually had to sell his home in California and buy a different home that was in a
Closer.
safer community and
I
closer.
heard
Yes.
that, yeah.
Really?
Once again, if you're gonna date someone of that status,
Billionaire.
expect it.
I mean, that's
Expect
not
it.
technically
Yes.
Taylor's fault.
No, that's
No,
his.
it's not.
but
It's not.
It's all a safety.
It's not.
concern,
But my
yeah.
thing is, if he didn't love her,
He wouldn't do it.
He
bro,
wouldn't do that.
selling your
Same reason-
$250 million home
How much?
to
200
just it's like $250 million.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 250,000. I was like, that's actually not. that
No,
much.
no, 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 no,
I was
no.
about to
No,
say
that's
for-
like a little
I was about to say
shit-
my
that's
condo's
like-
worth more
No,
than
that's
that.
a shit. That's a
apparently.
shit shack here. Like what? But anywho, moving on to our top number 1 here. Boom! One thing at a time.
I don't
Morgan
know that
Wallen,
one.
number 1.
No idea what that song is.
What do you mean? No, it's not a song.
Oh,
It's an
no.
album.
It's the
Album.
album.
I don't make fucking know.
What do you mean here?
Crazy.
I think
Are
it
you
might.
sure this is accurate?
Yeah, this just came out.
That's very.
It's from Billboard.com.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
it was so here top country album, top Canadian album, top current album
Fucking
sales,
Canada.
and top album
Morgan
sales.
Wallen is like just taking.
I give it a
off.
year.
I think in a year or two, he's
country
going to be
artists
irrelevant.
never really die. They always.
That's not true.
Stay like there's some of those big ones. They stay so
Good country
consistent.
artists stay.
Yeah,
Every
stay.
other one falls.
Like
into
Luke
the
Combs
cracks.
has been
That's
consistent
what I'm
over
saying.
and
Luke
over and
Combs
over.
or like Jason Aldean.
I
A
don't
lot of these bigger ones
I
that
don't
stay
see him being
Look at Florida
consistent.
Georgia Line.
Yeah,
They were so popular, you haven't heard their fucking name in
What
years.
was the other guy?
They're maybe in
Jelly
a
Roll?
feature and you don't
Jelly
even know
Roll's
about it.
down
Jelly
there.
Roll?
I-
Yeah.
He does.
I think that's so
okay.
fucking dumb.
Ooh, Jelly Roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm so tired of people like publicizing and making fat famous. I love you, but an unhealthy lifestyle isn't something to be
He
proud
has
of.
like one good song.
He has
Me-
a good
now
voice,
that-
but he needs to like
Take care of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I respect so much, but if you just take care of yourself, like I'd respect you more.
And his wife
Like,
is,
wait.
A dime.
Well, she's piggybacking off of
Mm-hmm.
him very much. She has her own like podcast too.
It's ridiculous.
And she's like
Rides his
suing
coattails.
people. No, she's literally like suing people for posting a picture of her and then talking about her.
Dolly
like,
Parton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dolly
Well-
Parton.
Dolly
Well,
Shania
hold on,
Twain.
Reba McEntire.
I wanted to ask you. So you said earlier about taking care of yourself. What do you mean by that? Like, give an example.
So I understand, obviously, some people have health concerns. You cannot
Right.
always fight it. It is very different when it is a health-induced thing and a lifestyle choice. After a certain point, it's because you stopped caring.
Okay. So like
Jelly Roll didn't always look like that.
right.
He
Like-
got the name Jelly Roll because he looks like a jelly roll.
Because he's fat.
He stuck with it, rode with it.
Okay.
Same way fucking Rick Ross looks like a sack of potatoes left out in the sun.
Yes, he does.
He got
What,
famous
Rick
for
Ross?
the size of himself.
Yeah, Rick Ross.
I
Dude,
thought
he's
I thought he dropped.
big.
I thought he
No.
dropped weight.
No,
No.
bro, he's still big.
So that's the thing.
Really?
If you make, prime example, Lizzo.
yeah. I was gonna bring her up, but
She was made famous for her
Cancel.
body positivity stance.
it's
And
okay
then
to
it
be
came out-
400. No,
And then it came-
no.
Exactly like
And then it
everybody
came
else.
out that she shames people on their size, and I'm like, I hate to break it to you.
Bro, yes.
You're worse than the people who called you fat growing up.
Yes.
Because now you understand the difficulty of this weight. You're
Mm-hmm.
choosing to still have it. You're making that the norm and telling people, yeah, be 400 pounds and live your life. You're telling people to choose obesity over self-care.
Right.
That's not cool.
I don't give a shit what you do. If you advertise that that's okay,
An unhealthy lifestyle to be better.
Stop.
Like, we shit on rappers because they advertise doing drugs, shooting guns, and living a gangster lifestyle, right? So why are we
and then we
supporting
find
her?
out behind closed doors that they don't do any of that shit.
And
Yeah.
I think,
And it's like, now some do.
Lil Wayne a gangster. All
like-
G's moving silence like lasagna.
But let's be honest, 90% of the time they don't do that shit. They
They
just
grow
talk
up
about it
around
because it
it,
sounds
but-
badass in your headphones when you're in the gym. You're like, yeah,
And it sells.
shooting, yeah, and it sells.
Violence sells.
Yeah, violence sells. Unfortunately,
That's
but
America.
well, and it's like the shock factor too, because I don't think Jelly Roll would be as big as he is if he didn't look the way
No,
he
no.
does.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely
If he
not.
looked like
of
a
course
fucking
he has
normal
a talented
person.
voice,
Right.
But if he that's like Lady Gaga coming out in the meat suit circa
Yes.
2008.
She's so
Like,
big
Yeah.
because of her
Yeah.
appearance and what she does on a stage. No one else does that. She's one of a kind.
Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely.
I hate to
like-
break it to you, just because you're fat doesn't make you talented.
He does have a good voice.
Yes.
I will defend that.
But he rides the fatness.
It's
I-
just
I-
like
I
I don't know.
think-
Your brand is that. And it's
Yes.
like, you
I-
really want to be known for that.
Like, why
here's
is that good?
here's my 2 cents on it. I think if he really did sit back and really lost all the weight, I don't think he'd lose any of his followers. Maybe he'd lose a few. I don't think he
I
would.
think
I
his
don't
real
think
followers
his
would stay.
followers-
The people
Right.
who follow him for his size would leave.
Here's one thing. It, especially with social media, I've learned that if you put out positive
Doesn't matter,
content that is oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? That's
Inspiring.
like it's
Destructive.
Uplifting,
no, that's man.
impactful.
Inspirational,
No. It's
positive, and like
that you can like
Achievable.
Relate. to?
Realistic.
no. Yeah, man, I
We're
can't
way
say
off. We don't
Man.
know what's
What are you
going
thinking
on.
about?
Give an example.
it's for example, if you
Just make one up.
if you make a video of you like describing how to change a tire, or not educational, damn, it's
helpful,
like
whatever tutorial.
Tutorial?
no, it's like man, I can't find
Informational?
Like a
Influencer
how-to?
status stuff.
How to? Yeah.
where it's not how to, it's more of just like, hey, this is giving me
Inspiration?
no, not inspiration, it's
Like
Tools
making
and
you
tips of the
feel
trade?
good? Like
no, it's
Where are you going?
I'm
man?
trying-
none of us
anyway,
are on the same
anyway.
page as you.
Tricks?
so if you put out content that's positive and that you can kind of gravitate where it's like, hey, I'm getting like
Relatable.
Motivation.
not relatable stuff, but it's
Motivation.
God, I wish I had the word.
Talking-
But
I
I
wish
wish
go get a fucking thesaurus if you
I
don't
know.
fucking figure the word.
I wish I had the word.
Oh,
on
I
me,
know. I think I know. Wired and inspired.
That's the one.
Trademark.
But, no,
word.
but if you put out content that's positive and you can take shit in from,
Motivational. Like Andrew
Like,
Tate.
you can take
Fucking
criticism
reflection.
from,
Reflection.
like,
Continue. Forget the fucking synonym we're looking for.
Yeah, no.
God,
I'm
wait,
just, yeah,
are
I'm
you-
just gonna continue.
Are you
but-
thinking
It'll come up.
Andrew
No.
Tate?
No.
Okay.
Just
But
keep
if
going
you
before you
can,
lose
yeah,
me.
take all this stuff in from what you're putting out.
Mr. Tate?
People will follow. If it's positive and people can gravitate to it, people can
They'll follow.
they'll follow. That's it. It's
You
that
send the
simple.
right message with the right way, it's impactful and useful. You send the right message with the wrong way, preaching out your ass.
Right.
Hate
Like,
to break it to you.
Drink Lysol.
Yes.
I'm firm
Kills.
believer that if you put out hate,
You're gonna get hate.
people will gravitate towards it, obviously, because some people look for hate on the internet.
But those people who gravitate towards it
But-
are the ones who want hate.
But then it's short lived. But if you put out meaningful, that's what I was looking for.
Well, I fucking said meaningful, you
I didn't-
jackass!
My
That's
bad.
why I hate TikTok nowadays because TikTok normalizes being
Shitty behavior,
depressed.
yeah.
It normalizes. It does. It
Hatred.
normalizes like how to be sad
Prime
in
example.
society. And
I was
hate
sad
it.
like a week ago, and I have gotten more depressing ass TikTok
Yes.
on my For You page than I did when my grandma died.
Yeah.
What the absolute fuck?
It's weird.
They know how you
social
feel.
media
It's
aspect of the world tells you how to feel now.
depletes
You don't
mental
have an
health.
emotional choice. You say, hey, this is how the video makes me feel. I'm going to feel like this now.
But I am also a firm believer is that you
create your own For You page.
yeah,
Yes,
I
you
will
do.
say that. So
Yeah, stuff you
if
view.
you go looking for positivity,
You'll
you'll
find
find it. But it's way easier, obviously, for negative because it's
There's more
everywhere.
negative than anything.
But if you go looking for positive shit, you'll find it.
Oh, 100%.
That's it. Like
I think
like you
people,
can.
like, unfortunately, negative's more entertaining.
Yeah.
It is.
Why do you think horror
but-
movies sell?
But my thing is, if your life is entertaining, you don't necessarily need your social media to be. Social media, in my opinion, is just so that you can connect with other people to
It was
see
originally
what's going
created so
on.
that you could talk to people who you don't see face to face.
Correct.
The whole purpose was so that you can reach a community that you weren't able to reach before.
Right.
It is turned into, let me
This
tell you
is
about
your
my
life.
whole life, and you tell me if my life is worth it.
Let me be an NPC
Or-
in New York City. Like that. Have you seen that?
Yes.
That's
What about,
insane. Insane. Like
What about
why?
the businesses and the classes where like they'll teach you to make six figures and you pay me like what 50,
I
200
think
bucks
it's so
or
funny when I see all those
$1,000.
videos
I'm
like,
what?
for a small fee of $1,000, I can teach you in 6 months how to make $1 million when it took him 5
Cryptocurrency.
years to become a millionaire. Obviously, you don't know how the fuck to make $1 million in
Well,
6
well,
months.
Sounds like
well,
a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no.
They're
on
all
that.
like,
yes and no
are you
on
a
that.
man struggling with testosterone? Are you a man who doesn't think he can complete his place in
It's all
life?
scam.
Here's how you'll do it. Here's how you become the alpha dog.
Well, if like those pills worked,
You motherfucker.
we would be so further along.
Yes and no. Not on the pill stuff, but on the money thing. Yes and no. Some people, I can
There's
tell.
real ones.
I can tell immediately if
Yes.
they're bullshit.
There's some people speaking out their fucking
If they're
ass.
sitting there showing off all their crazy ass assets and they're like, I
You're
can teach you how to
fake.
get all
Yeah,
this
you're
stuff, like, no, bro. But if they're telling you, hey, I can teach you how to build generational wealth so that you and your family, and they're just talking about it, no bullshit in the background, just literally talking about it. Okay, let me do some research on the guy. Let me see. Shit, yeah, no, he was born in Thailand. For the first 10 years, he lived in a dirt shit shack, and now he lives in America.
I mean, think
Maybe
about it.
he's worth my 2 cents.
How many rich people do you know because of social media? How have you heard of?
Probably
Like, you know,
2, 3, 4, maybe.
you wouldn't know these people fucking exist if there wasn't no
Yeah,
social media.
Exactly.
I wouldn't know.
So
But-
the way
but-
that we're influenced because of that, like Elon Musk, if there was no social media, he'd just be some fucking rich guy we never heard of.
We probably see him on the news one
You'd
time,
be
like,
"Yo,
hey,
why
he's
the
going to
fuck
the
is there a
moon now.
Random fucking space shuttle in the sky. Oh, this guy Elon has a ton of money. Oh, cool. And that's it.
Yep.
If you have power, you have a platform, and you got money, you got all the room in the world.
Jeff Bezos. You know, Amazon Prime is the #1 delivery service in the world.
You guys remember when
Gotta be.
fucking
Yeah.
Netflix used to deliver their DVDs?
What?
Yeah,
Netflix
yeah.
used to mail you
they,
your
They used to
DVD.
mail, yeah.
But because
no
people become
idea.
so used to wanting
Pleading
the
with
laziness
Blockbuster.
circle,
They want it
in
now.
my house,
They
I
didn't
want
want to
it now, I
wait. They
here.
want it, yeah.
All right, cool. So we'll make a service where you can pay an increasing rate every year to get movies that we don't release anymore.
That's why Redbox is getting sucked out.
Or Blockbuster. That's
I
what
went
told
to
us.
that.
Yeah,
I went to
Blockbuster,
that.
yeah.
Booze.
Yeah.
They're not a thing because everyone has a phone in their fucking pocket.
Yep.
I hate how I wish we only had house phones again.
No.
I still actually have house phone
I
connectors here from the
We
90s. They
jumped
still
out
have
of
it.
our
Yeah,
house phone.
I my parents got rid of mine like a year ago. I had a
I
little
can
like
hook
fucking
up-
hamburger
I
one
can
in my
hook up
room.
a house phone.
Oh, those ones.
Dude, those are awesome.
That's really cool though, because the way this was built in the 90s, so still like in little areas they have
Yeah.
house phone connectors everywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Like, yeah. Oh my
Old
God,
school.
yeah.
Yeah, because in the kitchen, the laundry room has one. I think the
My
bedroom has
the
one.
house I'm in right now has one right next to the kitchen. It has the little inlet for it. I'm like, wow, that's,
Well, that's
so
why,
crazy.
like, in our day
and,
and
and
age-
it's still there. The home phone that is still on the
Is it
hardline.
really?
Yeah,
Really?
it still works.
And I think if you got rid of social media completely and brought it back to where, like, you want to talk to someone, write them a letter. You want to talk to someone, see them in person. You want to talk to someone, call their house phone and wait for them to answer.
Here's what I think social media has done for the positive.
Oh, it's very positive, but it's more destructive than it is positive.
Yeah.
The amount of people that are now, because think about it, in, let's say, 1989, you had a bad day at school. That bad day at school stayed at school. Tomorrow was a new day, unless someone brought it up. You have a bad day in 2023, you get texted about it on your way home. Yeah. You get posted about it. You're tagged in a photo. Someone sends you a meme. There's a video of it. You get beat up in the early 80s. You just got your fucking ass beat. If you weren't there, you didn't fucking hear about it. Some kid in Georgia get beats up. We hear about it in fucking Florida. It makes so much distance that isn't necessary. It becomes destructive.
You're right.
They should not let things on.
Well, think about it. Facebook, you used to have to be like 18 to join.
Right.
You could not join unless you're 18. You can have Instagram at 7 years old.
Which is fucking crazy.
You can have
Now,
Snapchat at any age.
I think one thing, but I will say the core problem to that is the people.
No, yeah. The platform was made for the right usage.
Right. If you gave
People
the
ruined
platform to 16 in an experiment, 16, I think the hypothesize, if you have 16 good people, good at heart, good faith, and good intentions, if you gave them all social media,
Perfectly.
I think everything would flow normally. Everything would flow. It's once you add the one or two bad people into it, then the other people might get influenced. And be like, oh, this is funny. Let me make fun of this for a second, and then stop. And it just it's a whole circle of bullshit. So then it becomes. I think if we got rid of social media immediately, like today, gone, it would take about a year or two to everyone lose their shit. Everyone who gains money from social media would have struggled the fuck out.
I also think it's dumb as fuck that people who just because they have a lot of followers make money. I hate to break it, but just because you can edit a video in your room, sit in your room for 7 days at a time, and post a TikTok that's 30 seconds long, and now you make $120 a minute off that video.
For dumb shit, yes.
For dumb shit,
but
like YouTube originally was made to be a helpful, informative process. You can go online, look it up. People made money off that. That's smart as fuck.
Right.
You're teaching me something I never would have known.
Yeah.
I don't need to see some fucking 14-year-old going, who just made $50 a dance.
Yep. I agree.
See, I was on TikTok back in 2020, and I did only twin content, and I would post 8 to 10 videos a day, twin content.
Whoa.
And I got 40,000 followers in a month during quarantine, and I did that for 2 months. And Faith and I were getting so many followers, and then people were trying to send us money, but we were 16, so we couldn't accept money.
Oh yeah, you couldn't.
And we were going on live streams every night, and people were reaching out to us, and I was like, this is really cool, but it just started getting to the point where it got kind of weird how people were so obsessed with us that we're so little, and they were really looking at us, and we
That's the danger of
didn't
online.
cuss, we didn't do anything. It was all very friendly.
There's
weird
the lack of the amount of filter
Yeah.
when you become an online presence to a stranger is the most terrifying part, because you can have anything in the world on your profile and it's never fact checked.
No.
And then you get shadow banned, so then it just
Yeah.
we got shadow banned. We lost 10,000 followers just in a week. And we're like, what happened?
It's so quick to get banned.
I heard
on
in
YouTube and
Instagram, whenever the policies were going around, and I think it was 2016 or 2020, they implemented a fact checker into their. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's better than nothing, I guess.
Well, prime example, if you're banned on Tinder to a degree, they block your IP address. You can't use that phone for Tinder ever again.
Yeah.
You know how many times people get banned on a social media can make a new account someday?
Yep.
I have been banned on Tinder since 2019.
You're not the Tinder.
I can't go on Tinder ever a day in my life with the same account that I had on the same phone on the same Wi-Fi.
Damn.
Ever. But yet I can tell someone to go kill themselves on Instagram. They block me and I can go make a new account in 3 seconds.
You good? Yeah.
That's wild. It shouldn't be that easy. It should, you used to be able to have to almost have a degree to know how to operate the original phone. No one just fucking knew. It was a big thing. It was a brick against your fucking head. But now someone's little niece who's 6 years old can send a paragraph text in 3 seconds because they're raised on an iPad.
Yep.
I think I agree with everything you're saying. I think it starts with us, people. It
starts with the older generation.
Right.
For the reason it's like that.
Just people in general. If people, I think, had a better sense of the value for human life,
it's the moral view that's fucked it.
I think it'd be a lot better. And I feel like a lot of it is coming from only the United States. Not to say it doesn't come from everywhere else.
The United States has the
but
problem.
I feel like a lot of it comes from here.
Well, we're the known leader of freedom of speech.
Right, because when I have a couple friends that are from Europe that are here, and they're culture shocked really bad when they come here. and they're just like, this is how it is over here.
Oh, yeah.
And they thought like it was all jokes.
No, it's real.
Like when their friends would come back from the United States and they're like, oh, they're like this and this, and I'm like, no, you're joking.
So I had a friend who was in the army and she was in Germany pre-COVID. She came back last month. She's like, I fucking hate it here.
yeah.
She's like, the food kills my stomach. All the food here is disgusting, greasy, overcooked, overpopulated. It's not healthy.
No.
The people here, like, everyone's so angry. Why are you always so mad? The fact that anyone can walk in, buy a gun, shoot up a place the next day after they've been approved for the process with no mental health screenings is crazy.
It is insane.
just to give you an idea, I almost bought a gun. Just because I've wanted it for like 4
Same
years.
process,
Right.
I almost bought
nothing
one.
wrong with
I
that.
should
Right,
not
right.
be allowed to own
You
a gun.
should be.
Like I had enough traumatic things in my childhood that like if I were to lose my shit one day, I shouldn't have a gun near me. Like,
Right.
that's not fair to society around us.
Like-
So that anyone can.
Like in my family, like I've lost like almost a dozen people to gun violence. Like that's
huge.
That's a lot of people. To
Right.
just
It's always
lose
by
a
the
gun.
gun you buy.
And so like for me, like I've seen so many people die from a gun, and I'm like, but at the end of the day, it's like I've also seen it.
Yeah, it saves lives.
So many people.
It's the person who has it that
Yeah.
It
controls
is the
the
person
outcome.
that has
It's the
that
person.
gun.
It's
Like,
it's people.
It's never the gun is the problem. It's the process of how easy it is to get one.
and every person that does it has something mentally wrong with
In
that.
St. Louis,
Yeah.
by the time I was 12, I'd held at least 2 guns. Just random serial number scratched off. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. And I know it's a horrible area, and, like, obviously it's still going to stay that way, but, like,
Right.
the fact that I was able to find something of that degree so easily.
It's so easy.
Right.
I just asked a kid at school. He knew where one was.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm old enough to remember a time where there were people in high school that had rifles
Yeah, you were allowed to bring on
in
campus.
the
Yep.
rack of their truck because they would go hunting
Hunting or
after
something,
school.
yep.
Happened at my school.
No mass shootings. But now
not at my
you
school.
can't even bring it within
high
like
school metal detectors.
50 feet. And there's metal detectors everywhere. Like it started with people. There's
Prime
a people
example,
problem.
Naples High School, what happened 2 weeks ago. The
Right.
swatting.
Or the
Right.
Coastland
There,
Mall.
there's
Yeah,
a
Coast-
problem.
there was 2
happened?
shootings at Coastal
Yeah.
Mall in the last month.
Right.
A swatting at Naples High School.
Yeah, I saw that. Like,
I saw
and
that.
just to give you an idea, when I went to go almost buy it, they just asked me questions on an iPad, and I answered them honestly because I want to answer them honestly.
You want to be the reason that it's a protected
right,
system.
and I did. And then they said, okay, you'll have it in 3 days. Do you have your concealed? Because you can have it today. And I said, no, I don't. They're like, okay, then 3 days because we got to wait for the background check, everything. I'm like, okay. And so the only reason they didn't give it to me is because I didn't update my address to where I live right now.
Flagged.
And they're like, hey, your address on your ID doesn't match the address you inputted.
It
Is there
flags
any
it, yeah.
is there any proof to show us on a document that you actually live there? And I was like, damn, I don't. So then I the next day I went and I put it on my what's the registration for my vehicle, and
Gun was it?
and they're like, hey, you're good to
I mean, you
go.
don't even need a conceal and carry in Florida now.
Right, which is
That's-
terrifying.
That's so.
But
Like, you don't
Get
you
a
can
gun
just get a
without
gun.
a
Like,
license.
but
you
any
need to have a permit.
right. But I think it starts with people.
No,
I
yeah.
think if
It
you
all
do
starts with the
if you
people.
do want to have one, take the proper training, and
Learn if you are mentally okay with it.
which I think starts with valuing the human life,
like-
firearm safety, and doing self-evaluation.
I don't think you should hold a gun till you know the proper safety for a gun
Yep.
Yeah.
at all. I
Well-
don't.
well,
there should be a dummy wooden gun you're
And
using.
just don't date psychotic people.
Well,
Go
just
to
a gun with no
school.
bullets, like 0 bullets, obvious, and then firearm safety.
Learn the weight, learn the
Right.
feel of the trigger, know
Right.
what you're doing.
Firearm safety.
Don't just be like, I need something to protect myself, because now that,
That is
thing you
not-
bought to protect yourself becomes more endangering than the
Correct.
house you were in.
Right.
Weird.
Like I'm not afraid of guns whatsoever because I know if I put a gun with completely loaded, right, one
And
in the
you don't
chamber,
touch it,
and
nothing's
I
happening.
and I point it forward and I lay it right here, nothing will happen.
Right.
Right.
It's the people that don't know the
What
proper
the
way to
fuck
handle
they're
them.
doing.
with
Correct.
things.
Like one time I saw someone grab a gun and they wrapped their finger inside and I immediately grabbed the finger and I just pulled it
Yeah.
back and I'm like, no,
No.
because you're gonna
Pull the
flinch
trigger.
and pull it
Yeah.
and boom, and then the gun's gonna go flying backwards.
And someone's gonna
And-
hurt.
God forbid if enough force hits it backwards. I don't know where that's going.
God forbid the ricochet.
Oh my
Or
God,
if it
yeah.
actually split and fragmented.
Right,
And they
yes.
say too when you take because I have the permit for the concealed weapon.
Oh, yeah.
So they say when you like shoot the weapon, that bullet wherever that bullet goes, you're responsible. So if
Yeah.
I shoot it right now through the wall and I hit a neighbor or something
yeah,
like
you're
that,
responsible.
Same reason a cop will get fired if he shoots his weapon into the air.
yeah,
I think
Oh,
at this
My
point
dad did
where
that
where I
when
where I
cops
think
do
society
that.
is at in terms of that I think at this point everyone needs to have a concealed carry. Not to conceal carry, not to conceal carry.
Have the
If you want one,
I think
education.
everyone
If you want
should
one-
have to go through the process so we can make a listing.
Right?
'Cause
No,
I don't-
that's what I mean.
I love
that's
that
what
everyone can get one. I think the process to getting one needs to be harder.
Yes.
Because then the people who slip through the cracks don't anymore.
No, I think if you want to have a firearm, every single person needs to have a concealed carry because that means one, you're registered, the government knows about you for sure, and second, you have been taught every single rule, and the instructor is there to see he's trained to
He's
know
there
if
to
there's
know.
signs that hey, this person shouldn't have a gun,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, hey, sorry, you cannot complete the course.
Leading
You're
on
good.
to that,
Keep going.
there was a kid I went to high school with. He had special needs. He was really, really, really nice kid.
Okay.
But like 2 years ago, right around this time, actually, he went into a gun range that we have around where I am,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as the guy was like, "Okay, you're ready to
Right.
he shot and killed himself in front of the guy. And the guy,
Oh my God.
like, the mom is like, "Well, you handed my son the gun. What do you do?"
There's a lot of forms you sign beforehand.
I know, but
lot of
like
forms.
as that instructor now though,
He has
Like-
death on his
how do you handle that?
If I was
Because
the
it's not being handled well.
No, yeah.
if I was the instructor, now again, I can't speak because I'm not an
You can only
instructor.
guess
I
how
wouldn't
he
know.
would react, yeah.
If I'm assuming only, I would just say, hey, listen, he was above the age required,
Yeah.
and he signed all the forms saying that he can't sue me, he can't.
Obviously, the mom knew
all
he was
that-
going. You should know your kid shouldn't be there.
Well, I don't know
my
if the
thing-
mom knew.
I don't know.
Because he,
I don't know.
it's
It might
he's
be
very
a
much, like-
parental thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. It might fall back on that.
That's like a
It-
huge thing happening, like
Yeah.
back where I live right now. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, "What do we do about this?" Because I mean, he
Well, did
visibly like special needs.
okay? So then,
So-
is there anything registered saying that he is special needs whatsoever? Anything on?
I mean, like he had like an IEP.
Okay, so he
and
has documented that.
He's documented. Yes, he was.
Okay.
Which I hate to
Yeah.
say it then,
Which on the background check that should have came up then.
yeah.
If on the background check, unfortunately,
Well, it also
you're-
depends
but,
what you
like,
documented
everybody-
for. Yeah, everyone's got ADHD or an IEP now.
Yeah.
You can't just tell hey, you tap your foot a lot, can't buy a gun.
Yeah, like that's where it's hard. I'm
I
like,
know
just
what you mean,
throwing
yeah.
out
Yeah,
devil's
I know,
advocate there.
yeah.
I'm not saying like
No,
I
no,
agree
I-
or
no, no,
disagree
I-
anyway.
I
Like,
see
this
it. I
is-
see what
you're
this
talking
is a real
about.
life thing that has
right? No,
happened in my
it's happened.
community.
No, it's happened. So obviously, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I honestly,
tough
that's
situation.
that's a tough situation, a tough cookie, for sure.
Like cookies.
Man, I really. And on that
It's-
bombshell,
what do you do? Like, yeah.
I truly, someone with a higher paycheck could probably give you the answer. I wouldn't be able
Like,
to.
listen, I'm putting him on 2 weeks.
I think our
weeks.
biggest lesson from this whole podcast is watch out for people's mental health.
Yeah.
Because there's
And,
some
And on
be aware
that-
of your
going
own.
on.
Right, and on that bombshell,
Self-aware.
we will say goodnight to this episode of the podcast. Thank
Good
you
night.
everyone for watching.
Good
Why are
night.
you
Thank
looking
you
at
for
me?
watching.
Why are you looking at me
Well,
for
thank
that?
you guys
I just
for
want to
having
thank
us
everyone for
on.
watching.
Thank you all
and-
for watching.
Thank everyone.
Thank you.
Let out
Wait,
one
wait.
final
Cheers.
cheers.
Wait, get the
Having
cheers.
us
Stop the
over.
cap.
No, wait, wrong one. Hold on, get the cheers.
If you guys want to hit me up on Instagram, I'll sell feet pics for $10 a photo. I didn't say they were my feet. No one said it was pictures of my own feet.
All of their Instagrams are tagged in the bio below. I don't have your Instagram, so
it
it's
to
not in there. But
Stay black.
if you guys want to,
Y'all don't need to be following my girl. It's okay.
anywho, on that bombshell, goodbye, everybody.
Hasta la